Hi guys, ArchieLuxury channel. I just returned from Hong Kong, Hong fucking Kong, and I'm back. We've got a special guest. I'm going to run the intro, and then we're going to talk watches, talk live, talk everything we could possibly talk. Let's run the intro. Hi guys, ArchieLuxury channel. We've got a special guest today, David Connelly. David, who are you and what makes you special?
Hello, Archie. It's a pleasure and a privilege to be here. Thank you for having me.
Absolute pleasure.
There's nothing in particular makes me special. Truth be told, I've only really been involved in this industry of yours for about 8 or 9 days. But I've followed your channel for a long time, and it's quite a magical thing to be here. I'm super grateful.
So you're in Scotland now?
Yep, that's right. Yep.
You know, us Aussies, we love you Scots. You know that?
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Well, I like to think...
You know, the best thing about the Scots is you hate the British just as much as we do.
No comment. No
That's
comment.
a UK... That's a UK joke. It's a UK joke there. But man, that is fantastic. So tell me this: are you a watch collector? You in a business? What do you do exactly? Tell us what's happening. You're dressed up very well there. What's the story?
Oh, thank you. Well, I like yourself. I come from an IT background.
Yes.
I have a humble little YouTube channel, not worth bragging about, where I teach code. For about the last 4 years, I had been working on an open source framework. You'll know what that is, I imagine.
Yeah. Open source. Yep. Cool.
I spent a lot of time generally just bad-mouthing the IT industry. And when eventually I went back into the marketplace this time last year, suddenly I found that I was sort of unemployable, you know.
Oh, fuck. Why were you unemployable? Tell me why.
Yeah. So I dare say we kind of have that in common, you know, as two guys.
How old are you?
Over the age of 21, and 150 job applications later, I just came to terms with the fact that for whatever reason...
How old are you? Seriously. No, I mean, I'm not trying to be rude. Just age...
I'm 47, almost 48.
Fuck, that's prime.
Yeah, but in the IT universe, it's just, you know.
You're married, single? What's the go?
Well, I have...
Recently divorced. I know the story. These bitches in the West. Fuck me, Dad. I know the story. These bitches in the West. Man, I gotta tell you something. Just hang on. I got a super chat. I gotta grab these super chats because that's what pays for me to survive here. We've got a first super chat is from Patel Philippe, $14. And as we're doing that, I'm just having some vitamin C. Vitamin C, $14. What I want to say is, AC3, if you ever check your text when you get through David's history, he has done 2 vids, amazing analysis, the Pontiff, and has ideas on how to get your stolen goods back. Oh, you reckon I could get my stuff back?
Possibly. I think I could have a crack at it.
It's interesting you say that. Look, I got to be totally honest with you. So the Western world sucks as far as I'm concerned, right? Just absolutely sucks. Sucks a monkey's dick. Okay? And 47. You know, I got to tell you, man, I'm 51, 52 in October. Okay? Right. 52. Okay?
Yeah. My best friend used to look like you, and unfortunately, he's no longer with us. But I feel as if I know you, you know?
Yeah. We've got another super chat. Phoenician Cedar, $2. Go! Go, 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 mobile! The Google, it's an Australian advertisement where they have a Scotsman who's trying to find parts. It was actually an advertisement for the Yellow Pages, you know, the telephone directory. And he rings up trying to find parts. Obviously, these days he would use fucking Google and he would find the parts in seconds. But the advertisement was he's trying to find parts for a Goo Mobile, which a Go-Go Mobile. It's one of these 1950s, 1960s micro cars. You know, those very small. They were like a two-stroke engine. You could basically, in England they were very popular because you could have one on a motorcycle license. You didn't need a car license, so they were kind of very. A lot of people liked them because of that reason. Now, the thing is, I want to say this to you: the meaning of life. What is it? I'll show you what the meaning of life is. We go here. Double happiness.
Nobody
double
can argue with
happiness,
that.
king size, filter, tipped. Double
cool.
happiness. I've just come back from China.
Mm-hmm.
I went to Hong Kong, which is technically China, Shenzhen, and I went to Macau. Macau is the gambling mecca of the East. And I carry 2 passports. There we go, British and Aussie passports.
Nice.
You know what? Hey, you got children? You got children?
No.
You single?
I have a girlfriend.
Western or Eastern?
Western.
Oh, ditch her. She's no. Unless she has a lot of money, I'd get out of that one and relocate to Asia. I mean, seriously, I'll be honest with you. The only reason I come back to the Western world is that I got 2 kids here. I've got 4 kids, actually. 2 who are adults and 2 who are coming into it.
Okay.
There's no future here. The Western world's fucked. You know, we can't even make a set of steak knives anymore.
Yeah, I know.
We cannot. Listen to this. We cannot even make a set of lousy fucking steak knives. Okay?
Yeah.
It's fucked.
It's very depressing. It's this. I'm incredibly depressed about the state of the world. You know.
No. I'll show you something. Okay.
Okay.
Let me tell you this. A dapper man like you looks good in a suit. You're not overweight. You're actually quite good looking. 47's young.
Oh, thank you.
Let me tell you. Please, we've only got 71 watching, so I will tell you this.
Mm-hmm.
You go to Shenzhen. You hang around the Bentley, Rolls-Royce, Mercedes, Audi, BMW, 5 Series plus, no 3 Series shitters. And not that stupid 2 Series or the 1 Series, that doesn't count. You just walk around there, and I tell you this, I have had, no bullshit, I'm going to fucking be totally honest with you. Very, very, very wealthy Chinese women hop out of a 7 Series BMW, an S-Class, or a Bentley, and they give me this. They say, "Hello, handsome foreign man." They give me a pair of underpants.
Really?
Man.
Well, there's an idea.
Man, no, you don't understand. That's not an idea. This is China, man. You're a good-looking Western strong man.
Well, I don't coach you. But I appreciate you saying it.
I tell you honestly, man. Seriously, it's if you want your double happiness, it ain't here in the Western world, sunshine. Okay. It ain't here. It's not here. It's not here. It's not here. I can tell you that, right?
Yep.
It's not here. You're not going to find it. Here, you're in the wrong fucking spot. You're drilling for oil. You're drilling for oil in Bond Street. You ain't going to find it, Charlie. You understand? Yeah. You're drilling for oil in you're in the wrong spot.
Yeah. But I'm surprised you said the 5 Series. I thought
I said 5 Series plus. Right? I said 5 Series plus.
That's a surprise to me.
Why is that? Well, you love the 3.
I used to I've built a lot of websites for the motor trade, and what I
Yes.
remember is that the hardcore motor enthusiasts that I knew, they swore by the 3. They said it had better
Look, the only
handling
reason I'm saying that is
and all that. Say that
I
again?
love the 3. I'm trying to keep all the losers out of the 3. I don't want the tossers in the 3.
Right. You've tried
I'm
the
just
3,
trying.
presumably, right?
I have a 3. I have a
Oh,
3. I have a
oh,
3.
really?
I own a
I knew
3.
you had a BM. I never realized it was a 3. Right. So
Yeah.
the word on the street.
You know, I'll tell you how amazing it is, right? My 3,
Yeah.
it's a new one. So they call it a G20. It's the shape of it, right?
Yeah.
It's a 4-cylinder engine, 255 horses out of a 4-cylinder engine. It is top speed, like 270 kilometers an hour. It's limited to 255 kilometers an hour.
Yeah.
That is fucking ball-breaking performance. It is. Now, I want to say this to you. Seriously, I'm honestly, I want to be honest with you. I just came back from Asia. 47 and you couldn't get a job? I can't believe that. Why?
Yeah, well, I think it was partly my age and partly because I had spent a lot of time bad-mouthing the industry. But you and I actually have a similar path because I know about what happened with your
And look at
burglary
this,
and
guys.
cold
Look at
storage.
Andreas. What a cunt. Andreas, what a cunt. I love America. We're talking England. You don't like the posh. Those fuckwits sold Jaguars to you. They had Jaguars and TR7s. You guys don't realize how bad the British are. They had Leyland, British. They're more evil than British Leyland. The 3-day fucking week. The 3-day fucking week. Phoenician cedar, $2. Dave, which shop did you buy those curtains from? Well, they're just black drapes. It doesn't.
Oh, these behind me.
Yes.
IKEA. Yeah, there's nothing expensive.
Actually, you know what? I just had 2 display cases here. They were damaged in the burglary, and I thought, you know what?
Yeah.
I sold them off because I'm buying new ones. I don't want the. They got damaged. They had paint spilled on them. I took the paint off, but I could still see micro traces, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to buy new ones. It's actually IKEA furniture. For some reason, you can sell it secondhand very easily.
Yeah.
I don't know why people want this garbage.
I know.
But
I'm not. Well, there's no.
Apes, member for 4 months. David, how much bread can this toaster channel make? Now, Apes, the fee to be a member of the ArchieLuxury group is $30. Please PayPal ArchieLuxury72@gmail.com. I got your request. If you want to join the ArchieLuxury WhatsApp group, it's $30. Email me ArchieLuxury72@gmail.com. That's the same address which you PayPal, and you can join our group. There is a lot. Now, if you don't like tits and ass, it may not be the best site for you. We got watches, pussy. It's absolutely amazing. And I got to tell you something. We got another super chat here. Phoenician cedar, $2. Dave, show us your kilt. I love the Scots. A Scotsman. I'll tell you one thing. The Scots are very, very proud. I remember my auntie. I said, oh, you're from England, because I used to love England as a kid. Growing up, I didn't realize what a bunch of cunts they could be. And she goes, no, I'm Scottish. They had such hatred towards I didn't understand it until years later when I did history and I found out the English abandoned Australia. It was the Americans who saved us. If it wasn't for the Americans, we'd be a Japanese colony right now.
Gee.
It's basically the British kind of abandoned us. So I got to be honest with you. If it wasn't for the Americans, we'd be fucked. That's the honest truth. General MacArthur, he came here. His headquarters was in Brisbane, by the way, guys. Do a Google if you don't believe me. General MacArthur. Now, I got to tell you something. I just got back from overseas. It's a real shitter to come back to Australia. I mean, I don't hate Australia. Don't get me wrong. Australia, it's got some things going for it. Oh, we got Patel Philippe, $2.80. 3 minutes uninterrupted here from David. Okay, you go, David. The time starts now. Talk.
All right. Well, I'll finish my very unimpressive story and make it far
Yes,
more
sir.
dramatic than it really is. And then, if it's okay, Patel there says I could ask you a couple of questions. So
Yes, sir.
perhaps you could humor me. Anyway,
Sure.
to finish my own little story, a year ago, I could not tell you what a bezel was. I had no clue. But I found myself in a very bad position financially. Not that I'm pretending to be super rich or anything today, but as a web developer, I was really interested in productivity. And I had tried everything from, you name it, all sorts of music, waking up at strange hours. For a while, I was carrying gold coins, Gregorian chants, you name it. And then one day, I saw a movie with a scene with a watch in it, and the watch played an important role in this movie. And I thought maybe I could use watches to make myself a little bit more productive. And so I got a hold of a watch and chucked one on, and it was kind of like being plugged in, you know? So that was how I got into watches. I'm still not an expert, but I enjoy them, and that's all I've really got. Now, with your permission, I did have a couple of questions for you if you want, because...
Yes, sir.
Yeah, well, okay. And thank you, Patel Philippe, for having me here. So, I had a couple of things to ask you. You've been through an incredible ordeal. I know that you
Yes, sir.
had an astonishingly good collection, then you lost it. Now you're building it back up.
Yes, sir.
Forgive me if I'm going a little bit Tony Robbins here, but I wanted to ask you, what's good about everything you've gone through with the burglary?
That's actually an interesting question. I would have actually thrown you off a couple months ago for any talk of this here. And P. Clen, just quickly, $2. Dave, any advice to get rid of carpet beetles? I now have synthetic carpet, so there's no problems at all. It's very interesting. There's a saying in China, for a new door to open, you have to close an old door. Does that make sense?
Yep.
And what I've found is that I was really owned by my possessions in the past. What I owned before, really, I love them. I dearly love them. What have I learned? What's the benefit of having lost them and starting again? I suppose it's taught me a few things. Firstly, I am not the possessions. You can have the possessions, right? But the possessions are not me. If I don't have them, it doesn't make me any less of a person than when I had all these possessions. As we're speaking, I was just opening my safe to pull out my Zenith, which I desperately want to put back on my wrist.
Oh,
that's my Zenith El Primero. Now,
nice.
The thing is, let me tell you this. So you asked the question, what's the positive? Okay, so it's taught me a few things. It's very painful, and I would never recommend what's happened to me as a therapy session, but I've learned that I am not without my possessions, I'm still who I am. Okay? The next thing is that I've learned the most important thing is in life, it's not necessarily the possessions we have. It's the memories we create. What I really loved about the watches is not just owning these things. It was the memories. And yes, that people can take possessions, money, stuff away from you, but they can never take the memories away. So what I've learned is, going forward, I've learned that the most important thing is not the money you've got, it's your ability to earn money. Your income earning potential is more important than your wealth. Okay? Your ability to earn money is far more important than how much you're worth. So if you can keep earning money, you can buy more shit. So in my case, I want more stuff. I do like this stuff. I need to earn money. That's why I've been working every day to earn money. So, but let me just give you a couple points. Number one, I am no less a person because I have the watches or don't have the watches. That doesn't change. Number two, focus on creating memories. People cannot steal memories. They can steal your stuff, or you could get burnt or stolen or what, but they cannot steal memories. And thirdly, your income earning potential is far more important than how much shit you've got. If you can earn money, you can always buy nice shit. And the fourth thing is, number 4, I'm going to give you the fourth point, Anthony Robbins style. Lazy fuckers do not get toys. If you want toys, you need to have money, and if you don't have oodles of money, you need to make money, meaning you need to get off your fucking ass, fatso. You need to work hard. So there's 4 takeaways from it. Would I recommend it? No. That I would love dearly my stuff back. However, even if I got all my watches back, the damage has been done. It's like dropping a plate and then gluing the plate together. It'll never be the same. How have I changed moving forward? Instead of buying watches which were slight compromises because they were cheap,
yeah,
I buy things now. Everything I buy it because I want to wear it. Wear it. Wear it. It's no longer, I no longer care about collecting or just for investment potential. Watches are for wearing and enjoyment now. So everything I buy is big size because I'm a big guy, and that kind of watch suits me better. So for me, if I can't wear it, it's not investment. Don't buy. If you want to buy investments, buy real estate or stocks, or watches aren't, in my opinion, a great investment. But what I'm trying to tell you is, please, 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 buy shit that makes good. The most important thing in life, okay, so those 4 things, that's for the intellectuals. For the dumbasses, make yourself happy. Whatever that is, that might be getting more watches. That might be getting more watches. It might be getting a lot of sex. It might be having a beautiful car. Whatever it is that makes you happy, you got to focus on, how can I get happy? Someone might really want a Ferrari. Well, if you really want a Ferrari, there's no point me saying to you, look, don't get one or this or that. I'm not saying you can be lazy. You're going to have to work your ass off. But whatever it is that makes you happy, see what you can do. Now, for example, if you really, really, really want a Ferrari, you could say, well, hang on a minute, I can't quite afford a Ferrari. And a Ferrari is impractical because they're quite difficult to live with, being so low and only 2-seaters generally. But you could say, well, I'll get a Maserati, which has got a Ferrari engine. Got a bit of echo there, Sir. We could get a Maserati, which has got a Ferrari. So you could sort of build up to the Ferrari. I'm just telling you, focus on what makes you happy. There we go. That's the takeaway. Next question. Next, we've got Marcelo is joining us as well. Next question, please, David.
All right. I know that the next one is a complete newbie one. I'm no watch expert.
Yeah.
But completely as a newbie. This situation with Rolex, I've seen people making videos how to get on the list, and it's videos on how to kiss ass and send them flowers and all of this stuff. I've never heard of a situation like that in any other industry.
Oh, no.
How did this happen, and is it going to stop?
No. Stop. It has happened. It's just that you were never aware of it. It's existed for a long time. Right. In the 1970s, you could not get a Rolls-Royce Silver Shadow for love nor money. There was a several-year wait list. So this was in the 70s for a
Oh,
Rolls
right,
Royce.
right.
They were selling on the used market more than a new one because of the supply and demand problem.
Hmm.
This situation, scarcity marketing it's called, was invented by the French. There are another people who hate the British. They invented this scarcity marketing, and they said, well, we don't want to have discounting and competition and this and that. So what we're going to do is limit supply. And it's a very clever idea. Scarcity marketing. It was invented by the French. Hermes, the luxury leather, famous for ladies' handbags and saddles. They were the first people to really do this properly. Scarcity marketing. So it's not a new thing. It's exist. I think the answer is you possibly were not aware of it.
Hmm.
But nothing wrong with scarcity marketing. This is free enterprise.
Okay.
Free enterprise. In the 1950s, there was a car called a dual gear. You probably never heard of it, okay? But you've heard of a Ford, a Granada gear. You know, the gear badge.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well, in the 1950s, they were a separate company called Gear. And there was an American company called Jewel, and they had a car called a Jewel Gear, which was it was these two companies working together. Now, the Jewel Gear was a very expensive automobile. Okay, it's a bit like those. To put it in perspective, it was like a Fascal Vega. It's like a Fascal Vega. Okay, that's what it's like. A Fascal Vega. It's kind of very exclusive. They wouldn't sell it to black people.
Gee.
Frank Sinatra had a dual gear. He sold his car to Sammy Davis Jr. because they wouldn't sell one to Sammy Davis Jr.
Mhm.
So scarcity marketing, no. It's existed for a long time. You just weren't aware of it. It's always been there. It's free enterprise. People
Okay.
are free to buy and to sell. This is free enterprise. There's nothing.
Yep.
I'm not against scarcity marketing. It's always existed. It's just that you possibly weren't aware of it. And
Yeah,
it's not
right.
it's not a bad thing. People can do whatever they want. They can
Okay.
pick their customers. There's nothing wrong with that. That's
Yeah.
that's always existed. So it's not as anti Rolex as you realize. It's existed for a long time.
Okay.
So I'm not so critical of scarcity marketing. You've got to realize what it is,
Mhm.
and it's if you realize what it is, it helps you understand it. It's like if you've got a problem, like you're an alcoholic or you're unemployed, you've got to say, well, my goal is to be sober or my goal is to have a job. Well, as soon as you've identified the goal, you're one step closer to solving the problem.
Okay.
Next question.
Well, just super quick, an apology. I have this garbage software that when I do this, it does a little thumbs up like that.
Yes,
And
I like it. I love it.
I didn't set it up. I don't want it, and it keeps doing
I
thumbs
kind of
down,
like it.
and I
It's quirky.
apologize.
We like it. We like it. I like it. I thought
don't
it
know
was.
why
I was going to
you're
ask
using
you, how do I do that? I was going to use that shit.
I don't
Patel
know.
Philippe, $2.80. Questions from Dan for David.
David, first question.
Hi.
Are you using Apple software?
Yes, I am.
That's why it's doing that.
Oh yeah, that's it. Okay, there we go. Okay.
And if you
I
do
apologize.
something like that, I think it does a love that.
One of my greatest achievements in life is getting this far without doing that.
Actually, I got to tell you, David, I'm a complete anti-Apple person.
And that's why yours don't do it, Archie.
I was one of the few people who used the Microsoft phone.
Does it actually? How is it?
I
You do
did
that?
Try to do it like that,
Okay.
like a heart shape. There's all different
Is that it?
emojis.
I know if I do that, I get fireworks. Have a look. See?
Oh, man, that's amazing. I like it, man. Look, let me say this to you. I use Google Pixel. I use a Google Pixel phone
All right.
just
Okay.
to be anti-Apple. Apple is too cool. I'm a PC man. I'm not an Apple man.
Actually, that's why yours is not doing it. You need to use Apple.
I don't like Apple.
I have a watch that would interest you with an Apple backstory.
Yes.
I've got this. Gee. Do you know
Is he
what
wearing
watch Steve
pants,
Jobs
sir?
wore?
Is he wearing pants, Serdi?
Is he what, wearing pants? He's wearing a
Is he
full suit. He's made an effort to come to the show. He's got a full suit on.
He's looking good,
You know
man.
who wore this watch? Oh, it's gone.
It's
Where
gone.
on earth is it? Hang on. See if we can guess. You've probably figured it out. I have. Oh, this is embarrassing. Hold on.
Oh, Forbin Colassus says,
I'm
yeah,
surrounded.
17 dual gears survived today. There we go, Forbin. I
Oh,
didn't
here it is. It's in here.
realize that.
Right. Do you know who wore this one? Little trivia question. Well, not literally this, but same make and model.
Just wait
No
for it.
idea. Sorry, no idea. No idea.
This is the make and model that was worn by Steve Jobs.
Just waiting for it to focus. It's a bit blurry.
There you go.
There we
Oh,
go.
wow. It's a Swatch.
Yeah.
It's Seiko. Simple. Wow. I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, he wore this watch, the Seiko Chariot, all through the 80s, and he appeared on Time magazine wearing this. I got it thinking it would help with productivity, but it never quite worked. But it's still, you know, a little talking.
It's a very
piece.
iconic thing, isn't it?
So, David, are you a computer coder?
I am indeed, yep.
And how long have you been doing that for, coding?
Well, probably, I've been involved in web development since the mid-90s, but I've been coding since
See,
about 2000.
Companies like Wix have taken over that space. You know, Wix.
Well, Wix aren't really a problem. The biggest problem is AI, and some of us are a bit nervous about AI just now, you know. But Wix aren't too much of a challenge because 9 out of 10 people who hire guys like me are interested in SEO. And fortunately, sites like Wix are not too good at that type of stuff, you know.
Yes.
Archie, you and David have got something in common. You're both unemployable.
Well,
We
why
are.
is David unemployable? Why is David
We are.
unemployable? He's a programmer. He's not unemployable.
I'm absolutely unemployable, yeah.
Why?
Because you know how you've done a lot of videos and they're extremely entertaining where you'll rant about shitters, right? I've, in some respects, done the same type of thing with the IT industry. Maybe not in such an exuberant manner, but there's, you know, I've had my moments where I've called out middle management, rewrite culture, third-party dependencies, over-dependency, and other things that probably wouldn't interest anyone who's not into IT. But the point is, if I was to go to an interview and they say, do you know about Agile, let's say, or some framework?
Well, you know what? It's funny you say that.
Yeah.
I went to it. Let me tell you, give you a classic example, David. I went to an interview and they said to me, what do I know about, you know, the big thing in service desk, and that there is, what's the big thing in IT?
Right now?
Called? No, you know, for quality and that there, they call it, what's it called? They have that special courses you can do on it.
I have no clue.
Okay, you know what I'm talking about. You like, it's what it is it's the British government invented it. You know that?
Are you referring to the
ITIL?
Right.
You know ITIL?
I don't.
Remember ITIL?
No.
ITIL. You know, that's the framework. You know ITIL. You know the IT. It's the IT. They do certification, information technology infrastructure library, ITIL.
Okay. Forgive me, I'm not familiar with it.
Maybe because that's more of a service desk than a programming thing, right? But basically, it's a framework.
Right.
And it was actually invented by the British government. And I was in an interview. I said, "Oh, do you know anything about ITIL?" I said, "Don't trust the Brits. They're the same people who destroyed British Leyland." They didn't even understand my reference. They didn't even get the point I was making. They were just, I was outside their box. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
And you remember, ITIL, the British government, I wouldn't be doing anything the British government does as a banner of success, or you know. And I said this in in an interview. I remember I got fired from a job because they said, we're implementing iTool. And they said, just do a YouTube and find out about. I already had videos up where I said, how come iTool sucks?
Right.
And they realized that what I'd said, and
Right.
I was let go.
Well, welcome to my world. That's what it's like with me.
No.
So yeah, unemployable. Yeah. But it's good.
Yeah.
You know. It's,
No. I don't know if I want a job anymore. I've decided I don't want to. I don't want to work for these people. I do not really. The other side of the coin is you might be unemployable, but do you want to work for these bozos anyhow? I don't know if I do. I really don't know if I really want to work for these losers. And that's the other side of the coin is, okay, you might be unemployable, but do you want to work for them? At the other side of the coin is, do you? I think 47, you know, I'll tell you something interesting about being 47 years of age, okay?
Sure. Although in 10 days I'm 48, so maybe I should.
Okay, but do you know who, we're talking BMW 7 Series, Rolls-Royces, Mercedes-Benzes, Rolls-Royces to a lesser example, but high-end Audis, high-end BMWs, high-end cars. Do you know who the target age group is?
High-end cars, like
Yeah.
What makes? Give me them again. 7.
Okay, so like a BMW 745i, a Mercedes-Benz S500, S550, S580.
Yeah, I'm going to guess the answer you're looking for is middle class people.
No. These are not middle class. These are rich fucks.
Oh, really?
The answer is, it's 47. 47-year-old men who buy the most expensive cars, because once they get older than 47, they start realizing, oh, fuck, I got to start planning retirement. But that's their income earning potential. 47 should actually be your peak for most people. So the fact that you're unemployable, I don't think you're unemployable. I think you just have to reinvent yourself. Okay, that's my own view. Caruso IT 59 knock. Hi Archie, going to buy my daughter her first car. What do you think about the BMW 2 Series Grand Coupe? Best regards. Okay, very good question, Caruso. I think you're talking about the 4-door. Okay, if at all possible, please buy her the 2-door. The reason I say that is the BMW 2 Series, the 2 doors are rear-wheel drive. The 4 doors are front-wheel drive. You want the rear-wheel drive one. It is such a better car. They are 2 completely different cars. You believe me, you want the rear-wheel drive. Now, she might really want the 4 doors, which is the problem. Because if you want rear-wheel drive 4 doors, you'd have to go to a 3 Series. But my honest answer to you, don't get the Grand Coupe. Just get the Coupe, because it's a 2-door rear-wheel drive car. Amazing car. Absolutely amazing. You will fucking love it. If you get the front engine, the 4-door one, it's still a great car, but it ain't what the Coupe is. So please, Caruso, I've told you the answer for 59 knock. Doesn't get clearer than that. We've got SD43, £2. London is in England. Don't bother coming, fatso. Okay. What's he saying? What's he saying there? Why is he saying that? Why are you saying that, SD? Why are they turning very, very against me? I'm having a bit of a laugh with them. See, some very nasty hatred there. We've got Thomas Burdett, £2. David, what would be your ideal everyday watch? Good question.
Yeah, it depends on what I'm hoping to do that day. Every single watch, I'm only just arrived. I've never spent more than £1,000 on a watch. But it depends on what I'm hoping to do that day, whether it's be productive, make the phone ring, I don't know, let's say I'm working towards a deadline and I'm working through the night, I'll maybe wear something with a red face for energy.
Do you own your own place? Do you own your own place, David?
Well, I have a mortgage and I've got...
Okay, that's it. You do. So you have a place with a mortgage?
Yeah.
What's it worth? Just give me approximate.
Peanuts. It's worth peanuts. It's worth jack shit.
How much do you owe?
How?
How much
How
do you
I
owe?
know?
No, I said, how much do you owe? What's the place is worth £100,000 and you owe 50? Give me the ratio. I want to know the ratio.
All right. I think it's probably worth 100,000. It's pretty unimpressive, and I
Okay,
think
that's okay.
I owe about 30.
Okay, you're in a good position. You got 70 equity, and I wouldn't put yourself down. Just stop for a minute. Stop. Don't put yourself down. There's no point to do that. That's a lot of money still. You try saving that. You go to, I think what you need to do, David, I'll tell you what I think you need to do. Let me give you some career advice.
Sure.
You need to go to your local down and out center and do volunteer 1 day a week to see people who are really on their luck. Okay, you are very fortunate. You got all your hair. You could put a sentence together.
You have more hair than me.
That's okay. But what I'm saying is, I haven't. But
you have more hair than me, factually. Look, this is all.
Okay, but I'm not counting the stuff on my back. I'm not counting the stuff on my back. Okay, I'm not counting the hair on my back. Okay, that doesn't count. Let me say this to you. You are very, very good at what you do. You got a house. You're not going to lose your house. If you owe £30,000, that's nothing. And the house may not be impressive, but it means you got 4 walls and a roof. Okay, you're covered. What sort of car do you have, David?
I have the best car in the world.
What's that? It's
a Honda I think it's an FRV, and it's really cool because it's a 6-seater, so it's got a couch on the front, and I can have 3 people sitting up front, and it's got a beautiful walnut dashboard.
Oh yeah. That's a nice that's a great car.
Yeah,
okay,
I love
it. They're a nice car. They're a nice car. That's a nice. And tell me this: you have a girlfriend. What does she do for a living?
She works at the university and teaches languages. Yeah.
Computer languages or foreign languages?
Foreign languages.
Does she have her own house?
Yeah.
She does. How much debt does she have?
None.
Okay, stay with her for a while. Stay with her. What sort of car does she have?
She also has a Honda, but it's just a little Honda Jazz. She's not really.
Oh, they're a great car. I love the Jazz. They're a great car. Yeah. She's got the manual or the automatic. The CVT is garbage in them.
It'll be a little blue manual one.
Yeah, they're indestructible.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's got a great engine.
What's wrong then? Why are you unhappy? Why are you unhappy then?
Do you think I'm giving off unhappy vibes?
You mentioned that you're unemployable. Let me tell you this. Once a man is in his 40s, he shouldn't be looking for paid work. He should be the employer, not the employee. You've got to find your own gig, man. Especially in the IT space, you have to.
I feel great about where I am in life. And the way I look at it is like, you've just gone through a terrible ordeal with the burglary, right?
But well, that was a year. That's over a year ago now. That's over a year ago.
But that story, that's a part of your fairy tale, right? And whatever I've gone through, it's the same with me. So I'm delighted to be where I am. And like you say, I'm glad I don't work for these bozos, you know? I think being unemployable, it kind of forces you to be creative, you know, and entrepreneurial.
Yes. Well, the best thing that ever happened to me, let me tell you this. The best thing that ever happened to me was not getting a government job. I was applying for government jobs. I almost got one, and this was in IT. I would never have had the guts to do my YouTube channel. I'd always be scared it'd come and bite me. I could never, and if I did do the YouTube channel, I wouldn't be free and say what I feel and this and that. So in many ways, the best thing that ever happened to me was not getting a government job. And I'm grateful that I never got the job. I am really grateful I did not get a government job, because it's a poison. It's like taking a wild animal and putting him in a zoo, and then you try and release him. He can no longer fend for himself.
Yeah.
I think I've come full circle. I've got to be totally honest with you. I've discovered what I really want in life.
Yeah.
I've worked it out. And I'm trying to...
Yeah.
Sorry?
Okay. Pardon me. Ignore me.
Yeah, I want to fuck every day for the rest of my life. That's what I want. I want to fuck every day. I want a nice car. I want some watches. I want a nice house. And not necessarily the same pussy every day to fuck, but I want a fuck every day. That's what I want. Now, I may not achieve that goal, but if I get a fuck every second day, it's much better than not having a goal and not achieving a fuck once a month. It's a lot better than that. So I've set my goals and I'm working towards it. I want to fuck every day for the rest of my life. I want some nice watches, a nice car. I want to have a house. When I say a house, I don't even need to live in my house, but I've got housing options available to me. My kids have housing. I don't have to worry about them. That's the main things that I'm looking for in my life.
Okay. Well, nobody should mess. I mean, you get to choose what your goals are, and that's awesome, you know?
Yeah.
I assume you're in a relationship, right?
Yeah, a couple actually, but that's okay.
All right. I guess you've answered the question then. They're okay with all of that, right?
What they don't know won't hurt them, because let's face it, these bitches, these bitches are often their own worst enemy. You know, I've said this to them. I said, you know, the service, the KPIs weren't very good. Yeah, you just like corporate world, they outsource you. If I don't meet my KPIs, they will outsource that section. That should also be applied to a relationship. If they don't meet certain KPIs, it's time you look at the ROI, return on investment, and realize these KPIs are best serviced by other providers. Simple as that.
Okay.
No need to get upset or angry. No need to get vicious. You've just got to outsource certain services.
Okay.
Why not?
What did you say? A KPI?
Key performance indicator. KPI.
Oh, okay.
KPI. Key performance indicator.
Okay. Right. Okay.
Yeah. KPIs.
Great.
KPIs. If we're in an interview, they like that word, KPI.
I see.
They like it. Keep using that term.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I would do. But I don't think someone like you should be working for somebody. You should be doing your own shit at your age.
Yeah. Well, I had one government job and I kind of got fired, you know?
Oh,
Kind of.
were you contracting or full-time? What were you?
It's contracting.
Yeah, no, the contracting, it's always like that. He's not technically fired. They just won't renew at the end, or but that's okay. Don't see that as bad. It's
no, it was kind of good.
What
I learned a lot, you know. The government sort of work situation is very different from the commercial market.
Don't ever think the government's right. They have no idea. The government couldn't find a tart in a brothel. Okay, the government's, they spend money like drunken sailors in a whorehouse. They have no idea what they're doing. Okay, don't ever take any offense that they fired you.
Yeah. Well, in my case, I worked for the IT division of the police, believe it or not, and
yes,
it was one of the jobs I had to do was turn a gazillion PDFs into web pages. And in a moment of divine inspiration, I wrote a little program that did all of this instantly. And there I was thinking they'd be all impressed and happy, but they went nuts because it mucks up their plan. You know, they've got a budget and they have to drag things out and all of that stuff.
Look, I've been in government. I remember I was in government. And if I was really lazy, I'd start at 8 a.m. If I was lazy for the day, I'd be finished by 9:15.
Right. Okay. Cool.
Okay?
Yeah.
I remember saying to my supervisor, I said, "What the fuck do I do? I've done everything. I'm bored out of my." He said, "If you keep complaining like this, they're not going to renew you." He said, "You need to look busy." He said, "Walk around with a clipboard and a pen attached." He said, "That will help. And always be doing something." If someone says, "What are you doing?" Say, "Oh, look, I can't do it right now. I'll come back to you soon." Never be instantly available. He told me the tips.
Yeah. He really did this then. Yeah, this is your boss.
He's a department director now.
Wow. What branch of government was it?
It was emergency services.
Ah,
It was IT for emergency services,
right. Well, that was an
like the
honest
ambulance, fire
conversation.
brigade. Sorry.
Yeah, that's something. Kind of
Mm.
a cool dude for telling you that, you know. I think everybody's playing the same game. In
Yeah,
those
no, he was very cool.
situations.
I like him. Lloyd. His name's Lloyd. Lloyd
Yeah.
was a good, good guy. Lloyd was. We had many chats. I had a great time. Yeah, no, that was because I'd been driving taxis before I got that job, and that's a really
Yeah.
awful job to have. And I just couldn't understand. I was earning so much more money than taxi driving, but I wasn't actually doing anything. I just couldn't understand it, and it just felt weird. But you know what? That's life, and hey, that's the way it works. We got Marcelo. Marcelo, how are you, my friend?
Fine. I'm very good. Archie, I'm
Marcelo.
sorry. Yeah, sorry to interrupt, but you have the super chat from Thomas Burnett here.
Oh, sorry. Oh, that's right, David. What would be your ideal everyday watch? Answer that
I'll show you the
question.
one I wear most of the time if you give me just 10, 15 seconds, okay? Hang on.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So usually I have a little pocket watch that I carry around, but this has just got I've got a client in America, so this is just a little 15 quid watch, nothing expensive. So I use this to keep in touch with the time zones of my client in America.
Wow, still a pocket watch. Wow.
And this is my normal day-to-day one. It's incredibly simple. If ever there was a watch that deserved to be called a shitter, I won't be offended, but it's this little beauty here. And all it is a little Citizen, I think they call it a Chandler. It had green straps originally.
David. I got to. Oh, we got Sir E. Danny joint. I got to tell you, for you, David.
Yeah.
Get yourself a steel Rolex. That's it. I'm just going to say that to you. Speaking of watches, what watch would you wear every day, Marcelo? It's very good you're on the stream because guess what, Marcelo? The parcel arrived. I just came back and Marcelo's parcel arrived. I'm not going to dox your name. I'm not going to dox your name.
Archie, you have one more super chat if it's okay.
Sorry, one more super chat.
Yeah.
One more super chat. We've got a super chat.
Fucking super
We've got
chat.
£5. David, do you use a briefcase as your business bag by any? That's a very actually. Speaking of which, I've got a briefcase unboxing. I've got some unboxings to do here.
Right.
Do you use a briefcase, David? Yes or no?
Not since the mid-90s, no.
Oh, why not, David? You know what happened? It was the feminist movement who destroyed briefcases because men would put pornographic, sexy magazines in there, and women didn't want this, and that's why.
Think on your phone now. It's 21st century, mate. No one carries.
We're going to be opening this up. Let's look at Marcelo's watch. Marcelo, I thank you. This is a beautiful gift.
Archie, you're going to see how good they protected the watch is. This is like bulletproof.
It's got the Seiko. He's even got the Seiko bag for it. Fucking hell.
Of course.
We've got another follow-up super chat from Apes.
Okay, we've got another follow-up. And here's the watch. Here we go. We've got another super chat. Stud Muffin, actually, $5. David, can you convince Archie to start dressing like you? David looks beautiful. You could get any corporate role from mid-level right up to executive director level in that outfit there. Well done, David. Apes, $5. David, Archie's coming to London. Would you meet him in Glasgow for a pint at your Crow Tavern in Bishop Creek? Actually, I tell you something. I'm actually looking at coming to the UK for a longer period. Oh, look at this.
Archie, how come you're British bash when you're part Huddersfieldian yourself?
Archie.
Sorry?
How come you're British bash when you're Huddersfieldian yourself?
Because the reason I British bash is that I really, the Americans, if it wasn't for the Americans, we'd be a Japanese colony. That's the reason.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is a beautiful, look at this beautiful watch, Marcelo.
Archie, I think it can be even a good watch for David, I guess, for as a dress watch, right? I think.
This Seiko is absolutely fucking amazing. That is fucking beautiful. I got to tell you, the box is a bit shit, but fuck, that's what it came in, Marcelo.
Yeah. Sorry, this is the way they actually sell us.
Very flimsy, isn't it? You think, fuck.
Yeah.
That's it, Marcelo. That is.
You don't wear box, Archie. Archie, you don't wear box.
I'm just saying, Marcelo, I'm disappointed. I'm going to pop.
Fucking beggars been choosers.
So just to say, I can see is it Apes has asked David Archie's coming to London. Would I meet in the pint at the Crow?
I'd love to have a pint with you.
Yeah,
David.
Bishop Briggs is about 20 miles away. I'll tell you what, if you come over here,
yes,
I will hand you these. This is the keys to this place. I'll go stay somewhere else, and you can live stream from here and just have the place, okay?
Hey, believe you what, I could certainly take you up on it.
Right,
and the next parcel to arrive was from Angelic Slayer.
Yeah. And Archie, you saw the leather strap. You saw how good quality the leather strap is, because the original leather strap is completely crap.
Oh, so, okay. Oh, you didn't send the original one?
Yeah,
I lost it somewhere, but I probably threw it away because it was shit.
Read your super chat. Read your moneymaker.
Mobster, $2. Archie, you circumcised? Yes or no? I'm not. No. And actually, in the Western world, doctors have gone against that. They don't like to do that to infants, and I completely understand why, because it is so fucking. It's a very painful thing for kids to endure. So.
Right, we've got another super chat. So put your Swiss Army knife down and read it.
Super chat from Blondie, $5. David, welcome to the show. How do you think it's going so far? Let's be honest. Lastly, don't forget to congratulate Marcelo on Le Mans. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Oh, this is from Angelic Slayer. Look, this is actually a very nice Seiko here. He's got a letter, beautiful letter. I will read that out soon. Look at this. It's beautiful. This actually is nicer than the other one. I mean, the packaging. The packaging is.
The packaging.
Right. The two of us super chat.
Oh fuck! It's got everything there. I'm like, do you reckon I should bring my son on, because he's going to be actually collecting these? Do you reckon I should bring him on?
Read this super chat first before I say, "Oh."
We've got a super chat. We've got a super chat here. Let's have a look at this super chat. We have a super chat. P Clan $5. Arch, what's the percentage of super chats you will need to use to secure a daily? Fuck, that's not very nice.
True first, man.
No, I honestly.
Very direct, Arch.
Honestly, I think you could. I think at our age, me and David, we're in our prime, for fuck's sake. We're in prime. We are prime.
Right, you ready for your next super chat, Archie? Because I have to keep you on track because you lose track.
Yeah, no, that's okay. We're in our prime, David.
Right,
read this one there.
Someone had said, how do I think it's going so far? I think it was Blondie, and just for the record, it's okay. He hasn't exploded, which is good. These animations are an irritation. But apart from that, it's okay, and I'm glad to be here.
Here we go. We've got a super chat.
This one? Did you read this one first, Archie? Rushing through, man, because you're opening your box.
Yes. Patel Philippe, $7. David, please stick around. Good vibes on the show. Would like to your take on the unboxings. Yes. What did you think of the two Seikos?
I'm surprised. I was watching a video of you tonight, and you were expressing a severe dislike for a Seiko, and I'm very surprised that here you are appreciating Seikos. That's kind of cool.
Look, I think it's a love-hate relationship. Let's be totally honest there. All of us have started our watch journey. Seiko has been involved. It's such a good brand, and I get it. Some people are a bit anti-Seiko because of the fact that they the Seikos themselves there may not be the most luxurious, but I got to be honest with you. I think the Seikos make a damn good product at the price point. I got a letter from Angelic. He says, "Dear Paul, this is the Seiko for Nathan. I've left the Jubilee bracelet on because I actually got the correct end link, so it looks nice. Of course, the original rubber is included with the original spring bar. I hope Nathan likes it. All the best, Angelic."
Nice.
That's from Angelic Slayer. So we've got a bit of a collection going there, and
Now, I'm going to tell you something regarding David. What do you think about Archie regarding Seiko? Is if you spend, let's say, a decent amount of money for a Seiko, 2, 3, let's say 5, is respectable. If you tell Archie that you spent for a Seiko 50K or 100K, is going to tell you a fucking delusion fantasy crazy asshole. But
I'm just going to do another unboxing here. This is for Patel and for the panel.
Okay.
David, I'm doing this boxing in your honor. We were
Thank you.
talking about the 90s briefcases. I couldn't be without it. So
is this a briefcase?
this is a briefcase. I'm going to open this up. It's just come in. I'm just going to open it up. Just give me a minute.
You wait
but
money, you mate. Archie,
but
you
Archie,
wait.
but Archie, I'm correct, right? I mean, if you spend a couple of thousands for a Seiko, is all right. But if I spend 50 or 100K for a Seiko, you're going to tell me you're crazy.
I think the Presage is where it starts to be quite reasonable. The Presage actually is actually not a bad. The quality, the Seiko itself, they've lost a lot because they've gone for those really cheap, the ones that are not made in Japan. It has to be. I think you need to get one that is made in Japan.
Super chat from Pasta, $1.99.
$2. David's cool. We're having a great chat with David. David, I honestly can't see how you're not doing well. Were you married before, David? Let's just get a few little details there. Do you have any?
No, I haven't. I mean, no.
Never married? What stopped you getting married? You weren't that foolish, or you didn't find the right woman, or what? What happened, David?
Well, I'll tell you the truth.
Yes, sir.
I'm the youngest of a very, very big family. And I've never actually spoken about it before, but sometimes I wonder if there's this thing that when you're the youngest in a big family, you're kind of like forever the youngest, if you know what I mean. And maybe there's something like that. I've just never felt the...
Nothing wrong with not getting married, for fuck's sake. David, you'd be a real bitter cunt if you had been married. You'd have 4 fucking kids living in Bristol. You'd have 2 ex-wives. Fuck me dead. I'm just opening this up. That's...
Archie, why the fuck have you bought that?
Could you fucking give me some Anthony Robbins encouragement?
You're just fucking wasting money on shine.
I know. I had a good month. I had a good last year. I wanted to buy this because I wanted to be like Patel. Okay, Patel is my. I wanted to be Briefcase brothers with him. Okay.
Yeah, but you'll never be like Patel because his is broken and yours in.
Look, what I like about Archie, you actually buy an amazing suitcase for cheaper watches. I have expensive watches with cheater boxes. My boxes are actually falling apart.
David, as a fellow Scotsman, have you ever seen Burnistown?
Sorry?
Yeah, I have. Funness, yeah.
Burnistown, and have you seen Chewing the Fat?
Of course, yeah. Yeah. Did you
and
say
how do you rate
funness? Did you say funness?
Not Burnistown.
Oh, I don't know.
Like Burnistown.
Spell it.
Like fucking Burnistown. Burnistown. You know, seen that?
No, I've not.
I think this is Patel's one. Patel sold this on eBay because this is...
Give it a sniff, give it a lick.
So I bought this on eBay.
What suitcase is this, Archie?
It's a briefcase. A briefcase.
Where's that going to go? Is that going to go next to your others on shelf? Or...
Yes.
What? The dust collector.
What?
What are you gonna seriously, Archie? What are you gonna do with it?
Well, when I get a fucking job, I need to carry stuff to work.
Right,
Okay.
so you're not gonna use it then, are you? 'Cause you're not getting a job.
When I get a job, I need to take important shit to work.
So
You know?
until then, is it going to be on a shelf?
How's that? There we go. Zeal. I got one exactly. I couldn't stand not having one.
Oh,
Does
it
yours
does look
smell
at
like
bottom.
Sharpie and glue?
Sorry?
Does yours smell like Sharpie and glue?
It hasn't got the keys. It didn't come with any fucking keys, but that's another point.
I got your card as well, Archie, in your photos. Thanks very much.
Oh, you got them? Okay.
Yeah, thanks.
You know, I bought this. It was expensive. I might return it, actually. I don't know if I'm that happy.
You feel guilty now, don't you? You just bought another fucking possession.
It does look nice.
It's
It's
okay.
leather, right?
Yeah.
David, so what do you think of the show so far? Because you seem like the normal one out of us lot.
Well, it's good. It's nice to be here, and it's very nice to be here, and it's kind of
Different. Say it as it be.
yeah, because I've followed this channel for a while, and here we are, and I have nothing particularly interesting or amusing to say, but it's kind of cool, you know. It's nice to be here.
I got to catch up on some super chats. We've got some super chats. Pasta $2. David is okay. Apes £5. Danny, come on. That's why we love him. Dirk, yeah, that's right. He's having a go. That's right. Ape says, Danny, come on. That's why we love him. I need it when I get a job. I got a job. So I've got this one. Oh, it had a ding there. This one's a bit dinged. It's had a ding. You see that dimple?
Can see it. Yeah, I can see it from there.
Yeah, I might send this one back, actually. That one. I got this one, the sister companion to it, in case I want one slightly smaller. See, look at this. I got the two.
Yeah, this is in case you get two jobs.
And I've also got the pilot case. The pilot case for Casual Fridays. Casual Fridays, and then the other two. How's that? That's all you need. That's all. I got enough. I got enough, guys. I'm not buying any more. I got enough.
Remember when you sold them all last year and you said, I'm fucking done with all this shit?
I didn't sell them. I had them stolen. I sold one.
Yeah, well, when you sold your stuff, what were left, and you said, I'm done with all this hoarding and possessing.
Yeah, well, I decided to go back to hoarding and possessing. But I'm not buying multiples. I'm just buying the black set. I got a black set. That's it. I'm not buying any more. That's it. Okay? I promise.
Yeah, you can do what you want. It's your money, but I just think you're wasting it, if I'm honest. But that's not my business. David, do you always wear a suit? Because every stream I've seen you on, you've got a suit on.
Yeah, only since about July last year.
He doesn't need to turn the heating on if he wears a suit. It keeps him warm.
Pretty much, but it's not expensive. I'm probably I can go through everything I'm wearing. I mean, the jacket is about 15 quid. The tie, £3. The most expensive thing I've got on is my shirt, which was about 16 quid. So dressing like this is not expensive, you know, at all. And it's actually less expensive than dressing like a regular guy. So I enjoy this, and I've only been doing it, like I say, since about July, but I love it, and I do it 7 days a week. And
here we go. Dirk Diggler, $5. David, what's the meaning of life? Most here would say pussy and paddock. Not me. I'm a cultured man. What's the meaning of life?
Oh, I don't have a great answer for that, but I think that one of the beauties of, or one of the nice things about life is that you get to choose what the meaning is, and whatever you think it is, then that's perfectly valid, you know, as far as I'm concerned.
David, so where do you find your suits that are so cheap? Because that's really cheap.
Well,
it helps if you're not a fat cunt and you can just fit into a standard suit size.
Yeah, so well, the other thing is if you do a search on Google, the tip of the day, do a search on Google for clearance store and do a Google Maps search, and you will be astonished, because there's these clearance stores dotted around. They're usually in the middle of nowhere, and it's stuff that did not sell. So I was lucky and I found one near the airport. Nobody knew about it or anything. It shut down a few months ago, unfortunately. But these places are out there, and you can pick up suits and all sorts for peanuts to the pound.
And what the suits and clothing are branded? They are like
No, they're not. It's generic,
no.
generic. It's generic. No, it's not. It's not an Armani suit. He's not wearing. But it doesn't matter. His look is fucking. He doesn't need to have an Armani suit to be a serious. Look, he looks fine. Do you understand? For what he wants to do, he doesn't. He just wants to look. Marcelo,
right. Yeah.
This is not Japan. Japan is into everything has to be branded. Otherwise, you're not cool. Japan is so uncool. Can I tell you this? People buy all these trendy watches to be cool, but they want to be an individual cool. But they're following the sheep. They're fucking followers. They're not leaders. They're sheep. Okay, they just follow. Oh, I need to do this. They have no idea what the fuck they are doing. Okay, let me say that to you.
100%. You're right.
They follow that, and David's good because it's not an expensive suit, but it looks great. It looks great on him. It looks very serious.
Yeah,
he could be a conservative MP with the red tie. You could be Labour. You put a blue tie on, you could be a conservative MP.
Yeah.
What more? What fucking more do you want in life? What fucking more? I'm just putting my passport in the safe. What the fuck more do you want? By the way, can I show you my Chinese passport? My Chinese visa.
Let's catch up on super chats first because there's a few that you've missed.
Okay, Dirk Diggler. We got Thomas Burnett, £2. Dave, what would you program a website for AC3 for 3? Actually, Lux does my website development, and he uses what's it called? Fuck, what's it called? One of the standard type of websites it is. It's
WordPress.
WordPress. It's a WordPress. Yeah, it's a WordPress. Stud Muffin, $5. David, are you a cigar and whiskey man? Good question. Yes, no.
No to all. I did try smoking cigars on a live stream one time, thinking it'd make me look successful, but it was ridiculous. So unfortunately, it's a no to all. But best of luck to people who can pull that off. Unfortunately,
what about pipes?
Not one of them.
And there is my Chinese visa. Look at that Chinese visa.
Cool.
Okay, Nelson Oliveira, $10. Archie, can you secure the panties in the briefcase because someone might walk in? Can you? Yes, I can do that. Yes, I can indeed. I will put them. I'll put them into the pilot case. How about that? I'll put them into the pilot.
But Archie, by the way, this said hello for everyone. Is doing well. He came yesterday to my show. It was amazing to see this. He looked great, actually. He looked absolutely great. He have a job. He's busy. Wow. That's why he doesn't appear so much on streams.
He doesn't appear at all. I haven't seen him in
They were on the dungeon not long ago.
He was in the dungeon today. Oh, nice.
Wow, that's fantastic. I love this. He's a really good guy. Man, that is good news to hear he's doing well. I really do love our dis.
And we're going to try maybe to organize a way to bring him to Japan when you come into Japan. That would be awesome to see him.
Oh, I'd love to see this. He's a great guy actually. And we got he wears a Rolex Submariner given to him. Patel Philippe, $2.80. David, we stream nightly here, same time, by the way. Yes, we're more than welcome to come on here. What are you going to do in your life? Okay, so I think do you work for yourself? I think what you need to do is, why don't you do your own thing? I don't understand why you want to work.
Well, I don't. It's a shame I can't share the screen. But anyway, I've spent 4 years working on an open source project, which is a fancy way of saying working for free. But now that's kind of behind me. So I'm going to hopefully get into the marketplace. But
why don't you just go to contracting? Just go contracting. You'll be fine.
No, I won't. I'm telling you, Matt, I'm unemployed.
You've got a bad attitude, David, because all you do is anything negative you said, you just deny it. Just change the spelling of your surname slightly. They never pick it up. They're a bunch of lazy cunts. Okay?
Yeah, probably. I never thought of that.
David Connelly, how could they pin it on you? David, just Fucking
Yeah,
deny
but
it. They're
I'm
lazy.
happy. I feel
They're
good
lazy
about
cunts.
where I am. I really do, and I think that you know, I'm happy. I'm all right. I'm okay. It's good. I mean, I haven't just been hanging about doing nothing, and then suddenly appeared and says, "Oh, gee, where did those 4 years
Yeah,
go?"
but I wouldn't be doing that open source shit. That's a joke, man. You can't be working for free.
Yeah,
That
well,
doesn't.
I've done my bit. It was a little bit mad at the time, and it was pretty financially devastating. But I've done it. I'm not going to do it
Why would you
again.
do that? But I don't understand. Are you a Labour voter? Are you?
I don't vote. I mean, I can't vote because I don't want to go all political, but all of our politicians have to take an oath to an unelected royal family, and to me that's kind of absurd. Best of luck to anyone who does vote, but I just don't vote. I would vote if I lived in somewhere like America,
I
but
would prefer not to vote. You know that I've been fined in my country. If you don't vote, you get fined.
oh really? Wow.
Yeah, they're a bunch of cunts.
Do your politicians have to swear an oath of allegiance to the English royal family as well then in Australia?
Yeah, I don't really have a problem with that because I quite like the royal family.
Well, maybe they're
I actually
brilliant,
think
but
it's a. I actually think it's a good thing.
really?
Okay, I
Yeah,
don't mind them. I quite like Charlie. To be honest with you,
Hmm.
Charlie, if you're watching, I would like to be a sir. I would like a knighthood. If you are watching, Sir Archibald Chesterfield III, thank you. Yeah, I'm not anti. I'm not. I actually think the British system is actually. I think it's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
well, Australia was a
I
part of the
honestly don't have
British
a problem.
colony.
I don't have a problem with the Brits.
Yeah.
I really.
Yeah. Okay.
I honestly. I mean, I like to give them shit. Yeah, I didn't say I would make it easy for them, but I kind of. I'm not angry to them. I mean, they were very flawed. Look, if you look at any of these countries, I just went to Macau. That was Spanish. That was settled by the Portuguese. You had the French. They settled so much colonies all over the joint, right? In all honesty, there's nothing. Things that happened in the past is the past, you know.
Archie, something that pissed the British, you probably know that actually they subsidize the lawyer family by tax. So that would be
Now
the
they do,
same
but you
question
got to
for.
don't forget too. The crown, the royal family, also owns a lot of real estate that the government uses. It's a yeah. They do. They are subsidized. Yeah, but um, I'm not anti-royal to be totally honest with you. I like to have different systems. You got free enterprise. You got capitalism. You got all these different systems. I like different systems in place. So I'm not really anti anything to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
we got another super chat there. Another super chat. We got one from Patel Philippe, $2.80. David did watch Nick do an analysis of you. Watch Nick. What did he say?
Don't know. Is Watch Nick a YouTuber?
I don't know what he is, but okay. Next question. That's
Yeah, good answer. Good
I know.
answer.
yeah. Golden
I like
Bamba,
that.
$5. I came here for biting viper pies. What the fuck is this? No, we're having a great chat. I really quite like.
Okay,
Yeah.
Archie, for the ones that maybe now just came and are not familiar with David, who David actually is?
Yeah.
Could we make a brief introduction?
For me, would you like me to?
Yeah, please.
I'm just a guy who was invited on here. I do have a little watch channel that I've started on YouTube. It only has 59 subscribers, but it's a very proud 59, and I'm happy with it. But I have another channel where I teach code, or at least talk about code. And yeah, I kind of fell into the watch world around about July, and it's beautiful. Everybody seems to be cool, and I'm loving it, you know? Yeah. And I guess you've got a channel as well, and forgive me if I'm being a bit out of the loop when I asked that. Perhaps I can check it out later on or something if you've got a link. I'd love to.
Yeah, no, we've got great people there. I got to tell you something. So, what did you do? You're 47. Tell me your jobs. Can you run through your resume? What did you do? You left high school. What did you do? Did you go to university? Did you go to college? What did you do?
When I left school, I was a full-time long-distance runner for 1 year. For about 10 minutes, I was the fastest guy in the UK for my age, for about 10 minutes. I wasn't too good, though. My legs were too short. After that, I went to uni, faffed about for a while, wasted 4 or 5 years. Eventually walked out with a...
What sort of degree? Walked out with a what? What degree?
English, literature, and philosophy. So
you did it. You finished it. But is that right?
Yeah. I can. Yep. So I finished it, and I can write beautiful articles about the joys of being unemployed.
No. Stop. Don't. I always think education is good.
Yeah.
I actually liked English literature. Nothing wrong with that. No. I wouldn't give that degree shit. That can actually help you in many. No, there's nothing wrong with that. It's a generalist. That was a Bachelor of Arts, was it, or what was the degree?
MA, Glasgow Uni.
You got a master's?
Yeah.
You got a master's?
Apparently. I mean,
I never. Pretty good.
So in all honesty, and I say this, I think I waited 4 years after I left before I picked the degree up. I've never used it for anything.
No, stop. That you're not being truthful here, because the degree will help you every day of your life. I actually never completed my degree. Actually, I never quite started I sort of started for. Guys, having a degree is something I would like my children to have.
Actually, one more super chat from Golden.
I think honestly. Okay, we've got a couple super chats. Let's get these babies going here. Golden Baba, $2. David, do you play any musical instruments, and why?
I play a little bit of guitar, but my fingers are far too slow, and I never really progressed beyond Johnny Be Good. But I did do busking for a while and used to play out in the street for a short while, singing and playing. But I'm not in any way musically gifted. I do have a good video on YouTube called How to Sing Like David Bowie, though. So if you want to learn how to sing like David
I like
Bowie,
that song, Heroes. You know Heroes?
Yep.
And I like China Girl. Patel Philippe, $5. Archie, David said you were perceived as a wealthy aristocrat, but has recognized you are Archie, can't afford a toaster. Is David spot on? 100% right, man. 100% right, man. Ken Fresno, $2. David, can you teach U.S. coal miners to code?
Absolutely, yeah. And 3 months.
Padel Philippe, $2. David, should Higgins be allowed back on your show?
Yeah, I've tried to bring him back on, and I can't figure out how to. But I send him my best wishes.
We don't actually want him on our channel. We've been paid substantial money. He's a bit of a troublemaker, that Higgy guy. So we've agreed never to have him again. Golden Barber, and we'd appreciate if you could follow the same allegiance by not having him on the show ever again. Golden Barber, $2. David, why isn't your face edgy enough? I think no, he's fine. Let me just ask David. So you did your degree. You got a master's degree. Then
Yeah.
what work did you pursue? I want to follow through. What jobs did you do? So you finished your degree. What age were you then?
I'll show you.
We want to. He has only just started telling the story. I want to pull this apart and have a look. Okay.
By the way, Archie, good morning.
Yeah, good day. How are you, my friend?
You like briefcases, right?
Yes.
So, this is my briefcase, and it's incredibly dusty. So, when I was at uni, like I say, doing philosophy, English lit, I never really read a book or got into it. But one day, I looked over my brother Gordon's shoulder, and he was building a website, and I was blown away. And I
Yes.
said, if I sell those, would you give me a cut? And he said, yes, I would. I said, how much? He said, 50%. So I printed these. And the original ones actually said mega cheap web pages. I never knew that.
So what year was this? What year did you do those?
That was 1996. So I headed out with a bunch of leaflets, mega cheap web pages, and that was me in the sort of IT industry. And that was that.
What's wrong with that? That's a great story. I love it.
Yeah, no, it was
Archie,
great. It was great until the .com bubble burst, you know.
Yeah, but hang on a minute. You bought a hat. Now hang on. So what did you do after university? You started doing your own business.
Actually, during uni, yeah, pretty much during
Okay,
uni.
and then what happened then? So you're self-employed. You never really wanted a job.
Probably, yeah. So yeah, basically that was that, and I was in this
Come on.
position
I
where
knew it.
I was technically at uni, but I was sitting in lectures with a briefcase like this, looking at the clock, waiting on it to finish so I could go out and dish out leaflets. And I had a little web development.
Did you make much money out of that?
Did I make much? It started really great. The first 24 hours doing a dollar conversion, and made about $6,000.
Okay. So what stopped you? How many years did you do this for?
Did this originally from 96 until February the 20th, 2000. Yep.
Okay. And what did no need that the 20th doesn't really mean anything to me, but okay. Then what did you do after that? So this is from so you left school. What year did you finish your degree? What year was your degree finished?
Finished in 2000.
Okay.
So, yeah, finished in 2000.
Okay, so you would have been late 20, early 20s.
I would have been about 24.
Okay.
Yeah.
So after that, what did you do then?
Well, after 2000.
After February 20.
Okay. Pretty much slept. Yeah, pretty much. The .com bubble burst in 2000, and nobody was interested in websites, you know.
Okay, so what did you do then?
Honestly, I just nothing much. I spent a few 3-4 years just out of it. I mean, I don't want to ruin the atmosphere or anything, but I had a death in the family, and people react to deaths in different ways, and I reacted by pretty much going to bed for 4 years, you know. And forgive me if I'm downing.
Was it a close relative died? A close relative?
My dad. Yeah.
Okay.
So
what did he die of? If you don't mind me asking?
I'm okay. Everything's great.
What did he die of?
You know, you asked. What did he die of? Well, the death certificate says alcoholism, you know, but he was.
Just hang on 1 minute. My son's leaving. I just want to tell him I got the watches. Just hang on. Hey, Dave.
Right. Well, apologies if I've just added a complete damper of a vibe to the whole thing. I mean,
no, it's okay. But he was already, I guess, pretty old, right? I mean, it wasn't like a
well,
young
he'd
lad.
been about mid-50s or something, right?
Oh shit! This is our age.
Yeah.
Could he live?
But
Had another 10,
part of
20
life.
years
It's part of life, you know. I don't expect anybody to be captivated by this or anything, and you know, I'm absolutely fine. You know, it's just normal. But if he's asking, I'll tell him. You know, I mean, I have a little YouTube channel, and if there's one thing I've learned, it's that if you're honest, then you're okay, you know. So yeah, that's that. I do hope you'll send me a link to your channel at some point.
I wanted to ask you, David. So
Thank you.
you had a 4-year hiatus because of the death. I mean, that can be hard. So your dad, gee, that's sad. He was an alcoholic. How old was he when he died?
He must have been in his mid-50s. Unfortunately,
Archie was our age, fuck.
Yeah. It's a common story, unfortunately, in the west of Scotland. And again, I don't want to depress anyone or anything like that, but you know, you did ask, and that's what happened. Yeah.
Archie.
What job did he have? What was his employment?
He did all sorts, you know. Have you ever seen the TV show Only Fools and Horses? Yeah, Del Boy.
Del Boy! I love Del Boy! Hey! We got New York, Paris, and Pakenham.
Yeah. I guess you could say a sort of similar career trajectory in some ways, you know.
Well,
but he was certainly a
obviously
handsome dude. He, you'd never guess it, but my dad, I thought he looked a bit like Clint Eastwood, you know. But he had challenges like all of us, you know, and that was what happened.
He was divorced from your mum, or they were together?
Yeah, that's right. And I presume that my mum might even be watching. Hello. This is a big deal, me being here, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, they were, but they were fine and happy, and in a strange way, sometimes that can be a good thing for a relationship.
Just hang on there. We got Apes, £5. David, are you related to producer Mike at all?
I don't know who Michael will be.
No, I don't know who he is either. Patel Philippe, $2. Marcelo, can you show David how to do the heart emoji,
yeah.
Yeah. Usually from the iPad. Now I am on the phone, and on the phone it doesn't really work. You work in the
Patel
iPad.
Philippe, $2. Archie, did you know David likes ABBA? You're an ABBA fan.
No, I'm not. That's just a piss take.
I got nothing against ABBA. I quite like ABBA, to be totally honest with you. And I always wanted a 240 GL Volvo.
Yeah.
Okay. They were a great
ABBA are technically a great band, and they do fantastic songs, but that's a piss take because I'd mentioned.
No, that's okay. Let me ask you the next thing then. So after this, we've got another super chat, Golden Baba, $5. David, do you have any advice for raising another man's children? My stepkids are a bitch.
No, I don't think I'm qualified to give any advice at all.
And we've got Mookie, $5. Welcome, David. Would you say PHP is the Invicta, Hublot, or Jacob & Co. of the programming world?
Oh, gee. PHP is the Casio of the programming world, I'd say. Yep.
So, David, after you had 4-year break, what did you do then? You said, fuck, I got to do something. I can't just be sleeping every day.
All right.
What did you...
In truth, I don't.
And by the way, those are classic signs of depression. That's depression.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll tell you the truth, and again, I don't think anyone should be particularly interested. If you must know, I was slightly depressed about a lot of things. I tried.
Well,
say it again.
Yeah, no, I believe you. The world is depressing. Keep going.
Exactly. And then one day with my, in fact, I'll show you. Hang on. Okay. So one day with my last 30 quid in my pocket, I wandered into a bookshop and I bought this. Learn this, blah, 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 in 24 hours. Now, it did not take me 24 hours. It took me 10 months to get through this. But I learned it, and I realized that when I code, I don't get depressed. It's very difficult to get depressed when you're writing code, you see. So since then, I've written a lot of code. I usually live stream coding maybe 6 hours a day, but I've done a lot of code, you know. So after 4 years,
do you code in HTML? Do you code in HTML?
Yeah, of course. Yep. I mean, I don't know if you know, but I did a little podcast about a month ago, and I was talking about how I would get your stuff back, and I've got some thoughts on that if you're interested.
Sure. Tell me what you think we could do.
Well, over in the corner there, I've got an iMac. You can't see it from where you are.
Yeah.
But there's a desktop app on it that scours the web for job sites. And when something comes up that's appropriate to certain key phrases, it does an audio alert and it chucks it into a database.
Mm-hmm.
The upshot of it is, if I was in your position, I would take something like that, but I would be going in, I would have it looking at every pawn shop website in Australia, every second-hand kind of, what's the name of it, Craigslist type thing.
Yeah.
And I would have that running, scanning every day, like brushing your teeth. And I would do that for the next 5 years. And that would be the upshot. I did a whole show about it if you're interested.
David, I actually have a question. Are you scared or worried about AI?
About the what?
Hang on. Back the truck up, Marcelo.
Yeah.
Stop!
Sorry.
Why don't we do it then? Okay, I tell you what, David, let's talk about this. There's probably, out of everything that was stolen, the Patek Philippe's are probably there was 2 Patek Philippe's. Actually, the 4 Patek Philippe's. Let's see if we can do this. I'm happy to even throw some money in, right?
Mm-hmm. Can I ask a question? Can I ask a question?
You can ask, yes.
Are there any distinguishing features of the Patek that would identify this as yours?
Well, they have a unique serial number. They have unique serial numbers and movement numbers. There are 2 serial numbers, and they are unique to the piece.
And
so
they
yes,
cannot remove them. Is that safe to say?
Well, you can remove anything you want, but it would be highly unlikely they would be removed. Okay. It's like an engine number on a car. Yes, you can weld it out, but it would always appear bodgy. You see what I'm saying?
So if it appeared in a pawn shop, you would recognize it, you reckon?
Of course. Yes.
Okay. Right.
We've got another super chat. So I tell you what, David.
Yeah.
Let's talk off air. I've actually got your details.
Yeah.
Let's talk about how we can do it cheaply. I'm even happy to throw money in there. I would throw in £250 to get this fucking thing happening. We could do a website, My Stolen Watches, list the serial numbers, list pub photos. I'll get you to do this. I'll throw £250 in. I've already got hosting space, and I've also got we could easily register a domain name. And let me grab the next super chat there. We got Patel Philippe, $2. David, can you give your best Trump impersonation?
I can't even get close apart from just look at my hair.
and you know what actually Archie suggests, this is amazing, not only for its own bloggery, is also for future people that might have a problem with
I'm actually working with Paul Thorpe. He's actually got a website that does something similar. But David, we could certainly let's get this. I'm happy to throw money in. I'll throw £250 in. Let's get it done.
Okay. I wouldn't do it as a website,
let's put our money where our mouth is, and let's do it, baby.
Okay.
Archie, I know nothing about programming. I know nothing about programming. I hate programming. I'm more of a IT.
Into Clive said you have no friends. Look at you now. You've got your panel full. Look at the Archie. Don't be so dull. Be my friend. Till the very end. Diarrhea. Here we go again. Golden Baba, how could I forget you? Diarrhea. Here we go again. Golden Baba, come and save the show now.
Danny.
Let's do it, baby. I tell you something, this could be a real goer. We could get this baby off the ground.
Yeah.
Hey, David.
Do it as a website.
David.
I wouldn't make it
David.
a website.
David.
Stop for a minute. I'm gonna have to. You wouldn't make it a website. You'd make it a what?
I would make it a desktop app. It would be on your computer, and I would have it switched on every day, and it would just scour every site, every second, every pawn shop, where these things might be, and it would do that daily. You might need to wait 2 years before it gets a valid
that's okay.
hit.
That's okay. I can wait indefinitely. You don't understand.
Right,
I can wait indefinitely. Okay.
Well, if you do that, I mean, I would put your chances of success upward. Maybe I don't want to be too over optimistic, but I would say if you did this and you were diligent and you had a traffic light system, I put a lot of thought into this. I think that you'd have a 60% chance.
Okay. Well, okay. Just hang on. I'm just going to go to the toilet. Just cover me, guys. I'm just going to go.
I got you. I got you, Ark. I got you.
Cover me.
All right.
I'll be back.
Hey, David.
Yep.
That's an interesting idea, man. It's going to take a while. That's like dialing every number in the phone book, you know?
Yeah. But the nice thing is I've got it. I've got the basic software working. I mean, I could turn the camera around and show you this thing.
No, that's okay. I have another question for you.
Yeah,
hey, you had a lot of time talking about Arch, and then you get on here and you're really nice to him. So what happened?
I've always been really consistent in what I've said about ArchieLuxury. Incredibly consistent. And what I've said is I think that my first exposure to ArchieLuxury was an incredibly loud and, dare I say, obnoxious guy saying that every watch in the universe that wasn't super fancy and within his remit was a shitter. I think it's interesting that the universe or whatever dealt the hand of the burglary and all of that stuff.
But did you tell him to his face that he deserved it? Because that's what it sounded like on your video.
No, I think that you know, I don't know if they have this word wherever you come from, but here the word is mixer. And what you're doing right now is you're trying to be a little mixer, you know.
I'm asking you direct questions based on what you said in your
video.
Why
don't you
wait? Pretty simple.
Let's try.
Why you can't? Hey, Marcelo, shut up, Marcelo. Shut up, Marcelo. Hey, David. I'm asking Marcelo. Shut up, Marcelo. David, this is a direct question. Marcelo, shut up. Marcelo, shut the fuck up.
I don't want David to be attacked.
Marcelo, who gives a fuck what you think? No one gives a fuck what you think. David.
I know that you don't.
David.
And then let's try to be
nice.
Let the men's talk.
Let the men's talk.
No,
let the men's talk.
To be nice.
Ready? Here it is.
I'm ready for Archie to come back
because
basically.
Up. Marcelo,
no, because we want to be
Marcelo. No one wants to hear what you're saying. No one wants to hear it.
It's not nice. No,
what you're doing is not nice. I'm asking him a direct question.
No, you're not going to ask him.
I'm asking him a direct question.
No, you're going to deal with me.
No one cares about what you have to say.
I don't give a shit. You're going to deal with me right now. David, you are in a safe place.
No.
Fuck it.
Yeah,
no, you're
this
going
is
to deal
safe.
with me.
This is very safe, David.
With me.
It's very safe.
You want to attack
so
David? You want to attack
David?
You're dealing with me right now.
Since you think, David.
No, you're going to stop it now.
David,
David, don't worry. This is a part of our shtick, right?
What a moron, Marcelo. You're ruining the whole fucking show, Marcelo. Just shut up.
All right, let him speak.
Thank you, Danny.
No. I'm going to.
What's wrong with you, Marcelo? You're a fucking bird brain. Just shut up, Marcelo. Shut up. David. Didn't tell me what you said about the robbery. Did he deserve it or not? Because based on the video I saw, it sounded like you said he deserved it. No. Direct question. No stirring. Go.
No. Show me the particular quote. And if you cannot, then I look forward to your apology. It's all online. I haven't taken anything down. I'm perfectly comfortable with everything I've said. And if you want, we can wait till Archie comes back and make it a little bit more entertaining. This causes me no difficulty whatsoever.
It shouldn't. What causes me difficulty is this bird brain trying to talk over me. Got it? I'm just asking you a direct question. I'm not stirring anything.
Okay, have I answered?
Right? Well, you said something.
Said
but
something?
I don't know. Yeah, I would call it something.
Not clear enough for you?
I don't think it was very clear.
Okay, well, why don't you wait till Archie comes back and maybe you can try again?
Good morning, lads. How's it going?
Good morning, Jock.
How you doing, man?
Yeah, joke.
Sorry, boys. I don't know what's going on, what's happening, but please enlighten me. How you doing, mate? What's your name again? Sorry, the man from Glasgow himself.
Hello, I'm David. How are you doing?
David, how you doing?
Nice to meet you.
I'm the same, mate. I am a Glasgow boy. Well,
Oh, cool.
I was. I moved to Kilmarnock, so.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
I'm a Kelly fan through and through, so.
Right, good. That's
What you up to?
excellent.
What's going on?
I'm very good. Who's the manager at Kilmarnock these days?
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Wait, I just woke up. Give me a second. It's hard to keep up with my team at the moment, man. Living in the Middle East.
It's not Durant, is it?
Durant. Yes. Yeah, wait. Yes.
Is it him? Ah, he used to be a neighbour of mine, you know.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he was in my brother's class at school and everything. I never realised he was still there. Cool. Anyway, nice to see you.
You too.
Yeah, thanks for passing
So,
by.
sorry, what have I missed? What's happening?
Nothing.
No, it's Derek McGuinness. It's Derek McGuinness, by the way, FYI. It's Derek McGuinness.
Mm-hmm.
McGuinness. Derek McGuinness is our manager.
Oh, is it? Right. Got you. Right. I wouldn't.
Anyway, sorry. I feel I'm still fucking. You know when you get that whole jet lag thing.
Yeah, right.
I
Okay.
just came back from Canada yesterday. I live in. It's yeah. Brain wired brain.
Oh well. What were you?
I feel like Baba's picture right now. Fucking how I'm feeling at the moment. Where the fuck is it? Wait, where's Archie? Why is there a fucking chair with he cunt in it? Why has he not changed this fucking chair yet? Why am I still seeing a painted, cum-stained chair in Archie's office?
Hey, David, I have another question for you. What do you think about artificial intelligence replacing your craft?
I think it's replacing it. I've lost 2 clients last year due to AI. I think it's real, and I'm a pessimist in that regard.
So you agree?
Yeah. I actually
It's a shame.
had a live stream today. I had a vote on that very question. 69% said they don't think AI is going to replace web developers, but I'm in the 29% that thinks it does. I haven't got a crystal ball. I could be wrong, but
Your microphone looks like a crystal ball.
yeah. Well,
Look at that thing.
I have another microphone somewhere that's very nice, and maybe I'll drag it out next time. Funnily enough, I think I've spent more money on microphones than watches. You'd never know.
You spent £5.
What's that? On a microphone? Okay.
You fit a £5 on a mic. Yeah, that's a decent offer.
Say that again?
Spend £5. That's a decent price.
For a mic?
Aye, £5.
Okay, great.
Well, I mean, it is a weird looking microphone. I've never seen it like it.
Right. Oh well, this was a bestseller at one point.
No, it looks like. Ever seen that Star Wars and that
Yeah, I thought that myself.
Is it called the bad cunt? He has that fucking spaceship.
I've got
Darth
a
Vader
really,
spaceship.
I've got a really beautiful mic, but I never use it. Maybe I should drag it.
How you doing, Arch? Good morning.
How
Fuck
you
me
going,
dead.
man?
I'm jet lagged to fuck. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm wired different. I'm completely fucking twisted. I don't know what the fuck's happening. Going from fucking UAE to Canada, and then a week later from Canada to the UAE, I'm completely fried. My brain's gone. Help me. What the fuck is going on? Marcelo, you there? What the fuck?
Of course.
Oh shit, he is. Jesus Christ. You're happy 3 years of torture. Hope you're all right. Fuck this.
Hey, David, details of the watches that were stolen.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
no. Why are we bringing
You've
this
emailed
up?
me, did you say?
Why are we bringing up the fucking robbery for? What the fuck?
Right. Could you repeat that? Forgive me. Hello? Am I on?
No, it
that
was that somebody was hitting on David a little bit.
Okay. And,
Marcelo, shut the fuck
what
up.
I've done is I just sent David the details of the stolen watches, and
Oh, right.
mainly
Great.
the Patek Philippe.
I've got it.
And that's got the serial. Now that serial number is a serial number and a movement number. Those are two. Now the problem is they may not have the number like that. It may see how it's got the slash. It's got so you see the serial number.
Yeah.
Then it's got slash da 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 da. So those are two separate numbers. Those are two different numbers.
Some of these are really unusual, right?
Yes, exactly. So these are all unique serial numbers.
Yeah.
And we could easily. So look.
Okay.
Have a think about how I got photos of them as well, but I just sent you those details just to get your brain. I'm happy to put some money in. I'm happy to do a web. I don't know. You tell me how you do it. I'm not a programmer.
I'll tell you exactly how I would do it. The way that I would do it is, I would be looking at. I mean, if you do okay, step one is I would get a list of every single pawn shop or auction house or anywhere where these things could sell in Australia. I presume there's going to be about 200 of them or something. I would get every single one.
That'd be quite time consuming to do that.
It would indeed. But then when I've got them, I would build a script that visits those sites and searches for these particular items that you've mentioned here. I don't think that you'll have them putting the serial numbers in if they're putting it on their website, but I would try and get, like, I'm looking right now for an unusual phrase, something like Milgauss Z Blues, quite unusual.
Yeah, no, that's quite common. That's quite common.
Oh,
the Rolex. Yeah,
you want something kind of
that
unique.
Patek Philippe would probably be unique. Patek 5110. That's quite a.
Okay,
so not a lot of those.
I would use a traffic light system. When one of those is found, so every morning you switch this on and it does the round of the 200 sites, right? And you do this every day, like brushing your teeth, and it's automatic. If it finds a match, that could be a legitimate thing. So you would get a traffic light system. Maybe that would give you an amber light. You would then go on and manually check the thing out. And that's pretty much that. Yeah, I did a whole hour talk about this, but that would be the essence of it. It would be a sort of traffic light system. And the other thing is I would assume that whomever has the thing is probably going to be sitting and laying low probably for a year or two. So I would be getting ready to I'd be preparing psychologically for having a wait for this thing. And that's what.
No, that's okay. We can wait as long as there's no problems. But the problem is, how do we get a list of auction houses for Australia? That's that'd be consuming. See, I've kind of walk away from it because I don't want to put too much energy because it's negative energy into it. But I could get a list of possible things, right? But there aren't that many auction houses in Australia that would be selling these. There's a lot of pawn shops, but I could easily get a list for you. I could do that. Okay, so let's work out on this. We'll work on it together. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, David, after you finished your degree, you took 4 years off. Then what did you do for work?
During the 4 years.
Now, after the 4 years, you had your hiatus.
Well, then I discovered coding, and that was pretty much that, you know.
I see. Beforehand, it was website. What were you programming the websites in? That was just HTML or something?
Yeah, pretty much. I was just doing HTML, a little bit of Photoshop. I wasn't even doing the brainy stuff. My brother was, you know.
That's okay. You don't need to. One thing about yourself is you keep putting yourself. Can I tell you your biggest problem?
Hang
on.
The ideal situation is they're still in Australia. Fuck me dead. What makes you think they're still in fucking Oz?
What makes me think that?
Yeah. Well, what makes you think loads of watches are still in Australia?
Where do you think they'll be selling if not in Australia?
Just fucking
Gone.
right.
Anywhere.
I mean, I'm again. You're looking at an uneducated guy. Okay, I'm looking from the outside in at the moment. The watches went a while ago, which is unfortunate. The worst thing for Arts, man. Like it broke the guy. Okay, and I hate the fact we're still going on about this situation that he lost his collection. Ideally, they're still in Australia. Okay, like the best of the best are still in that country that he's in. And like you said, not a lot of auction houses. It's a big country, but small at the same time. Okay, I would say when it comes to watch enthusiasts and people that own watches like this, I would say it's very small, even smaller. But next to him is places like Japan, which is not far away. You got other
I
places
reckon
in
Hong Kong,
Asia,
probably
far away.
Hong Kong, where I just went. I reckon a place like Hong Kong, you'd never find the stuff.
Well, I unfortunately think that if it's done, look, some dickheads got it. Maybe, and look, I'm not going to speculate that they knew that you had these watches. You're on YouTube. I'm not even going to. Who knows that it's like a car, for example. You get a car. Someone takes keys. What do? Do they keep it in the country? Or do they move it on? When you get a car, someone does a break into your house nowadays where you get the key. You get the key, you can take the car. It's not like the old school ways where you can hot wire, car's gone.
Yeah.
Nowadays, they get the car, it's gone. They either strip it down, it goes in somewhere, and it goes to a different country. Right?
Yeah.
But you know what? Another thing is the Metal Jack. If I steal a gold watch, maybe regarding the brand and the value of the piece, it can be 50K, it can be 100K. Maybe the value of the gold itself is only 5K or
no. I
K.
think the watch is still a watch. I think they're still there. Someone's probably wearing it on the wrist, right? I would say
you wouldn't melt
unknown
them down.
person.
You wouldn't melt them down and just sell it as a
No,
small
you fucking
coin.
Come on.
Why not? It's free money.
There is another part to this.
It's free money. Why not? You destroyed the watch, but you're getting your money.
No. The watch is still a watch. It's not being fucking melted. No fucking way.
Nobody's going to melt it down, moron. What are you talking about?
Why not?
No,
Why not? It's free
Because
money.
that's stupid, man. That's stupid.
Okay.
It's
It's not stupid. It's free money.
Yes, it
It's
is.
free
Too
money.
much effort. There's too much effort. There's no fucking way the watch is melted down. There's no fucking way. The watch is still a watch. It's still there around somewhere. It's not been melted down. There's no fucking way.
Right.
You want to tell me that it's stupid if you're getting a $500 free or $1,000 free?
Come on.
No,
What the
no,
fuck are you
no.
talking about, man?
It's not. It's not. There's no way, Marcelo.
But
There's
you
no way.
wouldn't go to that effort. They went to such effort. For
No.
But look, I think
Yeah.
the thing is this. I'm happy to give this a squirt. The thing is, I don't want to put too much emotional energy into it because it's I kind of want to move on. But if I can easily get the serial numbers put together,
Yep.
and get something that does it, I don't mind putting a little bit of time into it. I don't want it to be too consuming. I don't want it to be too consuming.
Okay, if it's not going to be too consuming, then I'll change my advice. Instead of having a list, I mean, I would have every single website being scanned, but that's me. I'm a little bit obsessive. But if you don't want to put that much time,
The problem is there's hundreds of these things.
yeah, no, but that's fine. I would still do it anyway. But if I didn't have the time, and I respect that, if you don't want to focus on it too much, there are two other avenues that I would pursue. The other is all the script that I just made. You could build it so that it just works with the search engines. So instead of scanning each and every individual site, you could have something that goes to Google, runs the search, goes to Bing, one or two other search engines, and does that. That would
It'll always bring up results, but that's the problem. Because they're not unique. You can still search that. It'll bring up hundreds of results for other people's watches that are those. They sold 30,000 of them. It's not a huge number, but 30,000 in sales is still a lot of product they did sell. See?
Yeah,
I think the watches will turn up eventually. Maybe. I mean, if they're certain,
I'll tell you a funny
the reason I say it is that watch could change hands multiple times. For example, okay, let's say one of the watches you have, someone took it, went to a certain buyer. That buyer then moves it on, and eventually they might want to register a watch. And if the way things going when it comes to registering, it might be flagged eventually. Again, I wouldn't say it's not been melted. Fuck no, it's not been melted down. But it could easily go into the hands of an unsuspected victim, I would say, like yourself.
Exactly.
Eventually.
Yes.
Because for me, myself, if I was to buy a high-end watch on the grey market and there's a good system online for you to register it, I'd fucking register it. Because I think, oh, well, I bought this watch. It's, let's say, $12,000. If I bought it from Rolex, I bought it from a second-hand dealer. Okay, let me secure my investment of something I put a lot of money in, and it might be flagged up eventually, you know. But who knows, man? I just don't like going back into this for Arch because it was a fucking awful.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I agree with you, Mental Jock.
Let me show you something that's not speculation, right? Can you see my phone?
Yes.
Can you read that?
Yes. Sports cars worth £80,000, including Jaguar and Porsches, are stolen in raid on garage.
Okay.
Right.
That happened to an organization that have hired me in the past. I did the IT for them and it made the news here. The police were working on that for, I believe, about 2 weeks. It was all over the news, a whole bunch of cars stolen. Everybody said there's no chance. I was there when, and I have to be careful because I know that people are watching. Hello, Andy. I was there when the phone call was made, and I'm not able to say much more, but a phone call was made, and within 24 hours, every single car was returned gleaming. Every single one. And there's another side to this, which is there's a lot to be said for, let's just say, having eyes and ears out there, you know? And maybe I'm guilty of watching too many episodes of The Equalizer. It's true.
No, I understand. No. I think you're totally right. I'm glad you've come up with some ideas. They may be a bit different to my thinking, but any idea is better than no idea. And I think you've got some fair points there. I tell you what we'll do. We will work on this together.
Okay.
I just sent you information. This is the first look, I just came back from Hong Kong, so I didn't even get to read much of Tan's script he sent me. And I just said, okay, we're interviewing this guy. Let's see what we can do there. I think, personally, I think you're right. The problem is, if you do it manually, if you set up a script, it would be a hell of a lot easier than if you... I tell you what we'll do, David. I'll have it. Let me give me a day or two to think on this, because I'll think of what the keywords they would use.
Yeah. The other thing as well, Archie, is that I'm going to tell you what I would do if it was me, and some of it's going to sound a bit. Well, maybe I should tell you offline, actually. But
sure.
When I saw your story, listen, I'm going to be entirely honest with you. First time I discovered your channel, I thought this guy's hilarious, but he's kind of obnoxious, bit of a loudmouth.
Sure.
That's what I thought.
You were going for him, mate. Come on, man. Let's be honest. You were fucking going for the old Archie boy.
Then,
come on, mate. Come on.
Video,
here, man. You were after him. You were going for him. Go for his boys.
Second video, I realised that I've spoken about ArchieLuxury in detail 3 times. Second time, I realised that I had perhaps made an error of judgment. And that was when I dedicated an entire show to how I would solve this whole thing. And then the third time, I'd mentioned that Archie actually looks like a guy who was my best friend who died. Name was Frank. And that's true. So yeah, that was the third time. But as far as this whole thing goes, I'm a whole lot more optimistic perhaps than I should be. But I wouldn't give up hope by a long way. By a long way.
No, and I think it's probably good to start looking for it now, because I've kind of gotten over it, and we put some time there. Now it's time to get some good stuff happening. Got a few super chats. We've got Mookie, $5. It's not safe place, Dave. You come to my channel, Marcelo time. I give you $100.
Yeah. Thanks. Can I just speak to the one that said that I should do a Trump impersonation? I'm wearing fake tan. I make no secret of it. Can you see this on my forehead? Can you see this?
It's called lack of hair. Shave it off like I did.
Do you see the white patch?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've got white patches on my skin, so sometimes I put tan on, and I think
that's okay. No worries with that.
I've got a tramp stamp. It's called being married. Moving on.
And we've got another super chat here from Patel Philippe, $2. In David's last video, he said you have unusual. Well, they are unusual. In the
sense. You've got beautiful watches in your collection. You're building it up nicely. What the fuck you mean it's unusual? What the hell?
Oh, well, they're unique. They're unique. They're different than the standard what people normally. There's nothing negative.
I would have your what? What do you mean it's unusual? What have you got? Fucking watches that's the face of fucking Darth Vader. You've got some beautiful fucking pieces in your collection.
I think they're unique. I don't think he means it in a negative way. He doesn't.
No, I was repairing. I think
I'm just trying to walk
video. I was saying the fact that if the watches were Submariners, let's say, you'd have a challenge because there's a lot of them out there, right? So
there's some of the
fucking blue day.
Yeah, so let's be clear. I was saying the fact that they're unusual, that's in your side. That's in your favor, rather.
It's an eclectic collection of. He's got the Reverso, he's got the Bluesy, he's got. But a lot of watch people have is certain watches. Yeah. Different watches that do different functions. That's what he's got. Like a lot of what people do.
In reference to the burglary, just
okay.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
No, sorry, I'm just trying to walk out. I'm trying to catch up.
No, I was saying that the fact that there's I'm no watch expert, but there's a few of them that I'd never seen before, and that is a good thing. So I was making the point that because it's unusual watches, that's great, fantastic. Means you've got a much better chance.
David, I got a fresh question for you. What do you think about sex tourism?
Fuck.
What's so funny, guys? Come on, don't laugh at me.
I'm not laughing at you.
I haven't had a holiday.
If you're a married man, you should be fucking doing it.
Let him answer.
I haven't got anything interesting to say. I haven't even been on holiday for several years, and I don't know. Insert witty.
So you don't judge people that travel for the purpose of procuring sexual favors.
Who does that, Golden Baba?
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know.
You know how expensive that is? You realize how expensive that is, Golden Baba?
It's not cheap. Oh, you got to take a phone call? All right, see you.
He's away to Aberdeen, that's what he's going. You've been fucking multiple fucking weirdo cunt sex pests up there.
He's not a bad guy. He's okay.
He was slagging the fuck. He's alright, mate, but my whole dungeon was going on about the fact he was slagging the cunt off you, man. Some random guy you never spoke to before was slandering you to fuck.
You know what? It doesn't.
I'm happy I put on the fucking curly avatar right now. What are you saying, Marcelo? What the fuck? I jump in and you're fucking causing drama. What the fuck you done?
Yeah, Marcelo, what's wrong with you, man? Fucking
because first of all, I wanted to come. I wanted him to stay there more easy, because
he's not leaving. He's not running.
He's away to the toilet or something.
No, and he actually said he's going to do a program for Archie, So I didn't want him to say, what, fuck this Archieverse and run away, I wanted him
he's not going to run. He wants a job. He's looking for a job. He's a script kiddie looking for a job.
Archie gave me a job. I'm doing my job. Does he want a job?
Right.
Fuck you, dickhead. It's my job. Put him in the dungeon. Put him in the dungeon for me. Let's see what happens.
I apologize, Golden Baba. I apologize to you guys. But
thanks,
I
wanted to.
I just wanted to make sure
you want like Golden Baba? He's straight to it. Like, do you know when you got a line? It's a big line, and if you cross it, you're a cunt. If you don't, you're all right. That's what he does. So fucking watch the
film. Come on, guys. I mean, look.
Come on, it's true.
You know that I got. By the way, listen. First of all, it was my 3 years anniversary that I did a lot of shit. A lot of shit during 3 years. I got bullied a lot.
Oh, yeah, you've been doing for 3 years, man. Yeah, I've been fucking born for 41 years. I'm still a cunt. Who gives a fuck?
Welcome back, David. Welcome back.
Hi, David.
Hi.
Hey, David.
How are you doing?
Hey.
All right.
So, David, I'm happy to get you to help me find this stuff. I reckon, let's give it a squirt. Why not? I think it's got legs there, David.
Thank you. I hope so. You know, there's no harm in giving it a shot. You know, and I think that there's a lot to be said for putting feelers out as well.
No, you're 100% right. It's 100% right.
Yeah.
I got another super chat. Let me just grab this here. We got apes, £5. David, these items could be in Hong Kong. I think they definitely, look, Hong Kong is an international hub. I'll be honest with you. I'm trying to move forward with my life because it's very painful. You can put a lot of energy into this and get nothing, but I'm happy to put some energy in case. It's like a gambler. I put a bit of money in. If I can get something, that'd be amazing. That's definitely for sure. Apes, £5. Arch, in other words, Mike wants to be paid. Where's Mike? What? I don't understand.
It may maybe mean David.
No, he's Mike the Snake, you plumhead.
Mike's okay. I was going to take
Mike came on a dungeon earlier, Arch. Mike came on a dungeon. He was in right good spirit. He videoed the 9:30, mate. He went in the garage real time and showed the car, mate. It was fucking awesome.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah, it was good. Anyway, we're pivoting. We're pivoting. We don't want to pivot.
Yeah. It's I got to tell you. So, David, for yourself, you got your own house. You got your own car. You got your own little business. What are you doing with? Why don't you do some contracting work? I think you're very, very employable.
Oh, thank you. Well, I'm really, I would insist that I'm not, but I'm happy.
You always put yourself down. You got a master's degree. You're quite clever. Master's degree is not fucking easy peasy to get. That's actually quite an achievement. You should be very proud of that, man. That's a good thing to have.
Yes, they're going to give.
I'm glad that people feel that way who've been through that whole thing, and that's great. I don't want to insult people who have gone through uni and they feel it's this big sacred experience, you know. That's fine. For me, it never felt that way. I never really enjoyed it. I feel as if I'm being entirely honest, my greatest academic achievement was getting a degree without reading a book, which was quite good, I thought.
Yeah, but that's because you're a smart guy. You're a
major
smart
flex.
guy.
Yeah. I kind of figured out a way, but that was that. Uni was.
But that's irrelevant. The thing is, university is not fun necessarily. Okay, you went through, you did the thing, you got the degree. End of story. Fantastic, man. Good on you.
I've never bothered with it.
I'd never take that away from you. I'm trying to take that away from you. I think good on you.
Well,
David, I almost got into Charles Rainey Macintosh School of Art after I did 6 years study of art, but I fucked up the written work, so I just missed out on Charles Rainey Macintosh years ago.
Oh, did you go to the art school?
Almost did. I was doing 6 years study at high school, and I fucked up the written work, so I couldn't quite get in there. So
it's really difficult to get in that. I mean,
I was close, mate. It was just the written work, man. Anyway, pivoting again. It's a pivot. But you were talking about uni.
Would have been. I wouldn't feel bad about that. That's.
It was recommended, but I just couldn't.
I think it's arguably more difficult to get into that than it is to get.
But I think you're a creative guy, mental jock. I think you're a creative guy.
I appreciate that, Arts.
Yeah. No, I'm serious. To actually do the dungeon, I'll be honest with you, man.
No, it's other people, mate. It's everyone else.
It is.
It's not. Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is, Art? You know what it is? It's the other people that come along and help with the dungeons, man. Dungeons are a cool place to be. Like I said, I messaged fucking Mikey before I did it. He's like, "Yeah, I'll jump on," and Mikey came on. It was nice, man. You know, some good people come on the dungeons for you.
What do you mean by the dungeons?
It's the other channel that Archie has. It's his pivot. It's a great channel, man. It's a fun channel that Archie has. It's his dungeon.
It's a special channel called Horology Dungeon, and Mental Jock runs some programs. And I've got to tell you something. The guy is fucking it's just fantastic. He's such a cool guy, and I appreciate everything you do there, man. You're a great person to have on the streams. You're great. You're a fucking. I really do appreciate it.
If I had feelings, I might have a fucking tear about it right now. You said, bro. Shut up, fucking myself. I'm a fucking woman.
Somebody told me Archie was screaming, so I thought I'd lend a hand. He knows that but as my friend, I don't know if you know who I am. Did you get that cheeseburger with a side of fries? Where have you been? We've all been wondering, was it all just a pack of lies? Archie staring into midair tonight. Oh Lord, maybe it's time to give her a ring, alright. Oh Lord, Miss Lie.
Miss Life forever.
Thank you. That was fantastically done. I got to tell you, David, I think you don't give yourself, a lot of Americans, they always talk themselves up. You're the absolute opposite. You talk yourself down, and I think that's sad.
I'm sure lots of people would disagree with that, you know?
And you do the same thing, Mental Jock. You do the same thing. You talk yourself down when you're actually very talented guy.
I don't
understand. Sorry?
So I was trying to do a 30, Danny. I apologise. Carry on, Arch. Give me some more fucking loving.
Actually, you need to understand
Give
that
the ego stroked even more, Arch. Stroke me, Archie.
Archie, that's Scottish. That's what the British do to them all the time. So they got
you wait a moment. Golden Barber's going to go for you again. Fuck me, Dad. Did you shut the fuck up?
No.
Oh, please do, mate. I'll be. Oh, okay. Good to see you home, Arch. How is it? How has it been back in Brisbane?
You know what? It makes me. I don't want to be nasty, Mental Jock.
Are you sad?
I fly back to Brisbane. You go through customs. Put your phones away. $500 fine. Yeah. Put your phones away. You're not allowed to use it in a restricted area. They're just cunts. I think, fuck. I had more freedoms in communist China than I did. It just really. I don't know what to say.
One thing. I really want to come and visit everyone in Australia, right? And the fact I know I can only get one pack of cigarettes and like 2 cigars through customs, it's a cunt. Fuck that shit. I'm not paying fucking $40 for a pack of smokes. Crazy bastard government you have there.
It is, man. It is absolutely ridiculous. I will say that to you. It is fucking ridiculous. And
so I have to say, mate, you had the privilege of meeting Nelson face, mate. That guy's a fucking what a legend of a man he is, mate. Nelson Oliveira. Jesus. What a good guy, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't meet him, sorry, but I met Francisco, who took his Portuguese, and man, I'm a bit down. I'll be honest with you, I am a bit down today.
Of course you are. You went from a fucking great holiday in China and whatever, and you're back to reality.
I got to be honest with you. It's interesting. David started the show by saying to me, "What's one good thing? What's the good things you've learned from this terrible experience?" And I have to tell you, in all honesty, that's actually a really good question. And the thing that I've learned is put money into experiences more so than stuff. They can take stuff, you can lose money, but experiences are with you. They can never steal the memories you created. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I was thinking about that recently, actually, and I know it's kind of stating
Well,
the
if someone
obvious.
stole my car, I'd be fucking cunted pissed off. I don't know if that experience would piss me off. I ain't gonna lie.
Actually, you are you're totally right. But when you've come, mental job, when you've gone so far, right? There's something I don't know how to say this to you. You're 100. Someone wants to break your car, you will kill him, right? I get it, man. I've been through all the emotions. However, looking back on it now, I'm just telling you, I want to. Nobody can steal. I'll tell you a story Francisco told me. Okay, this would relate because it's not about theft like I had. Okay, it's another type of loss. Okay, so Francisco's. This is the guy who took me around in. This is the guy who took me around in Macau, Portuguese. His mother inherited a lot of money. Okay, and his father spent a lot of money buying antiques. Like he's almost on a hoarder, or you would say he's almost bordering on hoarder level, okay? The mother always said, put money away, put it in the bank, put it in the bank. Anyhow, the bank that she put the money into went bankrupt. Okay? She lost, like it's through no fault of her own, the bank she put the money into, which she thought would be safe and secure, they lost her money. She lost her money. Whereas the father who bought antiques, he enjoyed the antiques. Do you understand what I'm saying? And what I'm trying to tell you is, mental jock, you know what I regret with all the watches I bought? Can I tell you what I really do regret? I always wanted to buy some bangers. I wanted to buy an older Mercedes. I was always scared. Secondhand car. They're going to be trouble.
Yeah, but Arch, you still fucking can. One thing I would say, right? For example, you bought the Breguet, right? The Breguet, right? Great watch, but think about you can still do the same. I mean, the many cars I want, which you would class as bangers, but then I would walk on it, fucking make it into a diamond in the rough. You can still do it. There's no. You're still young enough to be able to do that, and I think you're a car guy. Like you're into.
Yeah, I love cars.
Do it then, fucking do it. Do it.
Love cars.
What's stopping you? Yourself. It's only you that's stopping you. If you want to change the course of history, you've lost the watches, then fucking go for it. Why not? Do it now. If I had the room, I would do it. I would be fucking doing the same. There's nothing stopping you, Arch. The only person that's stopping you is you. Go for it. What is? You said you want to do it into cars. What's a car you really like, which is attainable, that's inexpensive, that you can walk on and make it into a diamond? What car is it? What's your ultimate banger? There you go.
I'd like an 80s, and you could even go W123 or a W124 Mercedes.
Okay.
Or a 80s, 90s BMW 5 Series. There you go.
I want there's a Beamer I want. It's the Shark front CSI from the 80s. The
635 CSI. It's called.
Yes, I want that as a project. Yep. From 1980s, early 80s. That's what I would like as a project. You know, like we're not going down car talk, Arch. We can't do that. Oh, fuck your channel. Don't do that. We've got a lot of people in the panel, right? Car talk is a fucking. It's like you don't do it. But like I said, do whatever you like, Arch. You know what I mean? Fucking. But the whole watch thing, the watch are out there, man. Eventually, a few might creep up. If this whole registry might work, you'll get again. Do you know what I feel for, Arch? It's the poor cunt that might buy that watch that was yours. Spends the money and he registers it and he finds out it's a fucking stolen watch. That's what I feel for her as well. It's like, oh, that's something.
Yeah, no. I totally agree with you. The other thing is super chat. Where T-Dubs is
T-Dubby!
Here we go.
Hey, now, hang on. I've got to insert. Yeah, go.
1 minute. I got to do super chat. Apes, £5. David, would you want Scotland to be independent? Good question.
I have a zero care factor these days. Right now, if I had the choice,
There's no way Scotland's going to be independent. David,
Yeah.
can I just ask you a question, please?
I would
Can
say
I insert
no
myself here,
based on the
David?
current crowd, but I don't really care.
David,
Yeah.
I
David,
haven't
do you
met
care
you
about
before.
anything?
Say that again?
JB should have been let go before. Marcelo, you should have shut up. We need a soul reading here. David, what do you hope to benefit from you being here today? Are you here to help Archie, or are you here to help Archie, or are you what's the go, mate? Okay,
Well,
you
what
do
do
coding,
want
programming.
here today? I was invited here.
Okay.
You know.
Oh, okay, right.
You know, he was. Tan invited him.
Yeah.
Okay. I just think it's taken Archie down a bit of a rabbit hole again. I don't think this is gonna. Hey, listen, it's a great idea. It's a great idea, but traffic lights. You know, where are you going with this? You want to help Archie?
What's the job?
Hello?
Yeah.
He's thinking. Hang on.
Well, I arrived. Okay, I arrived to this party really late. I only found out about Archie's burglary maybe about a month ago. So I'm really, really late.
Oh, come on, mate. Really? Bullshit.
Yeah, for sure.
You're joking? You're joking.
Well, how about if I
No,
open
he
up?
did. He's
How about, do you see my
new to this
hands?
space.
Do you see my hands on the screen? Do you see them?
But
I think you've been watching Archie for years,
I'm happy.
David. You've been watching Archie for years, and I think you just decided to insert yourself.
Do you see my hands?
Doesn't matter.
You see them?
Doesn't matter.
I want you to really. No. He appears to be alluding to some conspiracy horse shit. Do you see my hands on the screen? Here, in front of you. Do you agree that I'm not able to manipulate my phone and do any shady shenanigans or anything with my hands in front of the screen like this? Do you agree? Right. So how about if I show you the exact text message I got that said, "Hey Dave, you should check out this guy ArchieLuxury, dated and timestamped on my phone." Would that satisfy your inquiry? Because I can show you the text message. A friend sent me it quite recently saying, "Hey, go check out this ArchieLuxury guy. He's great." Shall I show you that? Would that perhaps?
No, that's
David,
okay. No worries. Listen, but
David,
JB, why don't you continue on that line you were on before? That what you were interrupted, JB.
It's Golden
David,
Baba. But same difference. Same
Oh,
difference.
Golden Baba. Yeah, Golden Baba. Sorry, Baba.
Same difference.
Sorry, Baba.
No, well, basically, my questioning was, before you came on, all the videos where you were talking about, a totally different way of talking. You came on and you switched it up because, you're looking for a job, and that's understandable.
Looking
but just
for a
say
job,
so.
I don't understand.
Well, you got this website scraper. I mean, cool website scraper, bro.
What's your point?
I just told you. You just
I don't
fucking
think he's
heard
trying
it,
to
man.
sell me anything. He just does this.
You think I'm trying to sell?
Well, no, give it for free. Give it for free.
Yes,
It's not.
No, let's be fair. David would invite
Calm down, T-Dub. It's okay.
David were invited.
Do you?
So it's free.
I don't want to be rude, but do you?
Is it a free website scraper? Is that what we're talking about?
No, of course not.
He never asked for anything. He never asked for anything.
He just said, "Of course not. It's free." He just said. I asked him if it's free. He said, "Of course not." So it's not free, Arch.
Okay, let's just clarify a couple of things, okay?
Okay.
No, but
I want you to watch the video back.
I've always said I'm happy to put money into this.
Let
If
me
it
talk
comes
to
someone,
this little weasel. I want you to watch the video back.
Oh, it's Weasel.
Golden Weasel.
Whoa! Hang on, David.
Listen to me. I want you to
let him go. Let him go.
Oh, hang on, mate.
No.
Let's see it.
See when you play the video back, I want you to pay really close attention, not only to what you say, but the tempo that you're speaking. And I want you to notice how, you see when you speak really quickly like that, so is that what you're saying? I want you to notice how in any way it does not make you sound more intelligent at all. So let's dispense with the horse shit.
Why aren't you talking about something substantive here? Why aren't you talking about something substantive? Just give us the price. Give us the price and move on. Simple.
You sound like a daft school leaver. So
let's hear the price.
If
do you want to sell it or not?
You
sell
can
it.
either do it here or
sell
you can join me on my live stream if you want.
Sell it.
Would
sell
you like
it.
To join
sell
me
your
on
scraper.
My own live stream?
Sell your website scraper. Let's hear it. How much?
Would you like to join
we love
me
it.
on my own live stream?
So you don't want to sell it? I'm telling you, we love your idea. We love your idea.
I don't think you've thought this through.
No, I'm not. I'm having a conversation with you live. Let's hear what the price is for the scraper. It's a great idea. We want to find the watches. Help us. Go.
We find them, you'll be paid, brother. Like that's
that's it. We want to find them.
Email from Archie. You know.
Great. We want to find them. So why are you? Sell. Don't attack. Sell.
Off you go.
Sell a bit, golden weasel.
What do you mean sell?
Sell it. How much? Go.
Sell what?
Man, this is why you're unemployed, man. Sell the product. Go.
I'm unemployed.
I guess you're making these fucking YouTube videos, right? How much money are you making? Sell your fucking scraper. Go.
I love the bubba. I love the bubba.
Okay.
Do it.
I love the bubba.
Ain't no fast talking here, brother. Go. You got the floor. Go.
Got the comms.
You got the comms. You got the comms, David. You got the comms. Got the comms.
Okay. You clearly have no clue who you're talking to.
So you don't want to sell it. Go. Sell it. Sell it.
You clearly have no clue who you're talking to. So let me help you out. I have been involved in web development longer than probably anyone you've ever met. If I told you how much I charged for the last system I built, you probably wouldn't believe me. And you'll notice if you watch the video back, Archie had suggested 250 quid, I think it was.
It's not rocket science, David. My oldest son could set up
the one thing I was saying,
a web scraper in half a day.
Let me finish. David, when that 250 was mentioned, you watch the video. I never smiled, and I'm very proud of myself because I never laughed.
I laugh on.
Now, I'm not pretending to be super rich or anything like that. I've been perfectly honest about all of that stuff. But if you think that I'm going to build a system for 250 quid, you clearly have no clue who you're talking to.
Right. Away from the 250 quid, David.
My last training course, which was an online video course, was 450 quid. Right? That was the ticket price to watch me teaching a few videos.
This is not a great sales pitch. This is not a great sales pitch.
It's not a good pitch. It's not a good pitch. True, Bubba. It's not a good pitch.
Bad pitch.
Okay, David.
I'll have on.
Do you think
not good comms? It's not good comms, Daddy. It's not good comms.
Okay, David. Bottom line, I think what we want to know is how much you would charge. How much you would charge for a service like that? How much would be the price?
Yeah. We'd pay it if Archie can get his watches back. I'm sure that we'd all be there.
Okay, I would decline the offer of providing a quote because we'd be out of the ballpark completely.
Give a range. Let's hear a range.
No, I would.
Jock, turn your camera on and stand up.
Are you asking me what I would like from ArchieLuxury, or are you asking me what I would charge a client? I mean, I've been.
Well, this is about ArchieLuxury's specific needs, right? This is about his issue, right? This is tailored for his thing.
Sideways.
David, let me help you here. David, let's do like this. Not help, but okay. Let's leave Archie aside. Let's leave Archie aside for a second. How much a job like that would require of your payment to do for let's say X personality? Let's say how much something like that would be?
Two-way masturbate.
Do you want me to tell you if you were a client or if you were Archie?
Yeah, for a client. For a client.
Or both.
Yeah, that's why I said leave Archie
Tell us
aside.
anything. Say anything.
Yeah.
Something.
Okay, if it was a client, and it's not a client, it's ArchieLuxury. If it was a client, I'd probably charge in the region of 24,000 with a bonus if it got found.
What?
Yeah,
Jesus.
that would be about pretty much in the range, yeah.
Well, that's why
that's
you've
not
got
what
no
I'm
sale
asking for.
here. That makes no sense.
Watches are
whatsoever.
they're not like dogs, David. They don't have microchips. They're not microchipped, unfortunately. They're not microchipped.
But not my coder.
Okay, so
it's Connor here. Can you help me
all right.
Give me a sec. So you're basing that quote on the fact that you know how much those watches were worth. So you're basing it on that, not just a quote of finding a set product. Because there's no fucking way. 24,000.
How much was it? I mean, I'm presuming there was about £1 million worth that went, right?
It's not about.
That's not how you price it, man.
What
What the fuck?
the cost of that product that he's lost. I mean, it should be a base quote of.
Yeah. Well, if
find
it
your
was for
product X.
ArchieLuxury, my fee would be entirely different. You asked me to say what
You're on the ArchieLuxury show, so give us the quote or some kind of range. Anything.
David. There's obviously been a huge misunderstanding. Archie, again, doesn't know how to dictate his authority. Archie doesn't pay. He doesn't pay.
I know. Which part of
when you do collabs, Archie doesn't pay. I don't know what these fucking balloon heads on this fucking panel
Fuck you, Carly, you cunt.
don't fucking understand the fucking contract of ArchieLuxury LLC. Archie doesn't pay.
I do understand it. We're
They
all
fucking pay him.
That's
No,
right.
David, fantastic fucking job. And DW, you should be ashamed of yourself. You out there giving David the
He's
same
gone.
treatment
He
that
left.
all the no, he's still there. He's always there.
Yeah,
You giving
he's listening.
David the same treatment that all the panelists gave you.
Hey, girls, I'm off the meds.
Remember, yeah, why don't you do comms? The comms. Do that for fucking 6 more months.
Excuse
Do
me.
that for 6 more months. That's entertaining. You and the fucking 18 people you were entertaining on the fucking dungeon. The only thing you needed was fucking Mud Digger, fucking Jock's buddy. So let me ask you something, David. Where'd you go? David!
Yeah.
So, have you ever heard of Tim Wright?
No.
Okay, you're going to hear about him. So, David,
great.
DW was in the unique position that you're in right now. He jumped onto a panel for the first time, and all the piranhas had all their suspicions and everything. You're solid gold, buddy. You are the straightest straight man. Are you any good at reading super chats besides on your channel? You got plenty of super chats for the invitation you got today, right?
Don't know.
Very quickly,
No.
Phoenicians,
You remember
$2.
Tanzio?
David, have you heard of the term delusional fantasist?
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Oh, Angelic's here.
Hey, great, Baba,
Can I
great
just
fucking Mark
clarify
Light.
something?
Great Mark Light imitation.
Good morning, David. David, how are you?
There we go.
Yeah, I'm kind of eager to clarify something.
Can I just say something before we go any further? This is a bit like ambulance chasing. If you want to help Archie, you'll get some great advertising if you did.
Yeah.
Why not just go that way and provide the service for free, and you'll become a legend. If something great.
What I was going to do if I could get
there's many ways to.
Hey, Archie, can I help you with your watch situation?
Do you know what?
You're not getting them back.
I might just do a video response.
I realize that.
You're not getting them back. First of all, no pawn shops that are in the civilized world can sell stolen goods because you registered your watches already through the police department, which entered a Leeds database, which is known through Great Britain, Australia, the civil Western nations. Right? You know that, right? I mean, this is good shtick, but we're wasting this guy's talent. David, you are the greatest straight man that somebody could ask for. What we need panelist help. We need help for people to run shows besides the one you run on your channel. With a little coaching, you could do really good. Marcelo needs help with somebody reading super chats. One hand washes the other. Fuck this data scrubbing whatever the fuck website you want to build. It's never going to happen. Archie's not going to pay.
Excuse me.
And the watches are gone.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
May I speak for 10 seconds?
Yeah, with Curly, that's difficult.
David, I'm a big fan, David. I was in your chat. I'm a big fan.
Okay, so
just quickly, Golden Baba $5 tag. You're in, Curly. I'm back to watching the game. There we go.
Okay.
Ask, did you see the watch?
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you think that I'm so incompetent as a guy who's been involved in web development arguably since 1996? Do you think I'm so incompetent that I'm going to take a guy who offered me 250 quid, 250, and try and increase that price by a factor of 20? I've just said 24,000. So do you think I'm thinking I'm going to negotiate them up to 24,000? Do you think I'm that incompetent?
No,
David, do you think I'm going to just say to myself,
no, David, you got me
clearly
twisted.
a million miles away. I never came here to pitch anyway. You guys put that to me. I would have done the thing for free. And all I would have asked for was, could you give my channel a little mention? Something that has not happened thus far. That's what I would have asked for.
No. See, you
Can
got
that
me.
still happen, David? Or
You must
we've
have me
passed
twisted
that
because
point?
you raised
Still
all
happen,
kinds
David.
You've raised all kinds of suspicions with this website thing that doesn't need you. We don't need your web services. We need your talent. That's what I'm saying. I could care less about this web development thing. That doesn't. What does that do for us on a panel? What does that do for us on a show? We want your talent.
Right. Well, I'm not here pitching, and I don't like being accused of some underhanded bullshit.
Well, that's what happens. You're in the peanut gallery. I'm not pitching that. What I'm pitching is, you have great screen presence. You're a great straight man. You were great on your channel. Tanzil is the one who invited you here. Yes, you were invited, and you did not pitch any. I was just throwing money at you because
from the tree.
Handpicked, David. Handpicked by Tanzil, the genius.
Yeah, Tanzil and I are in agreement. We don't need your coding skills. We don't need some kind of website. We want your talent. I mean, you are uninhibited. You're unintimidated. You got great screen presence. You're a great straight man. And this thing that they're saying about, oh, well, you were slagging Archie. I slag Archie. So what? The video's there. If Archie was interested in him being slagged, he would watch your video. He's not interested in that. Archie wants your talent. So he's just throwing money right and left. I'll give you $30. I'll give you $250. Doesn't need to do that.
I appreciate you saying it. I don't think
absolutely
Archie even knows me.
I believe. No, he doesn't know you at all.
Yeah.
Me and Tim been following you.
Talent. How can he want my talent if he doesn't even know
No.
David, you said you were the fastest man in the UK at one time.
At what?
Was that the 800 or the 1500 or the mile?
For about 10 minutes, I was the fastest under 20 at 5,000 meters.
We need you.
Hey, Angelic.
That's a claim to fame.
Angelic, are you telling me that you and this guy can have intellectual dungeons, like off the chain intellectual dungeons? David, this is the man right here. Angelic is the man that you have to have philosophy, conversations with. Fantastic. So when I say Archie,
why haven't you done your doctorate? Why haven't you done your doctorate?
Me?
Yeah.
This is what you call sizing you up.
I think uni was a waste of time. I mean, I wish
you get to call yourself doctor.
I wouldn't care. I mean, I probably wouldn't be good at.
You should be. Why aren't you lecturing? Why aren't you lecturing?
Because he's a humble man.
Or why?
Angelic. He's a humble man. Have you seen him? Have you seen David's channel? You see how he conducts himself? See, that's the thing that I find funny.
I think he's fucking.
You guys are basing your analysis on David's appearance on Watch Nicholas's channel and all the piranhas chewing him up. I see, and Tanzil sees, completely different talent here. This man has untapped talent that with the right with the right platform and collabs.
Yes, Curly. But you've got to gently work into that. You can't just hit him up straight away.
He's been the only person that gently worked him was Archie, actually.
Yes,
until the fucking piranhas jumped on the panel. Him and Archie.
You're the fucking biggest piranha of us all, Carly.
Him and Archie were actually having a fantastic conversation until Archie started throwing money at him because Archie doesn't want the website. Archie wants talent. He wants a panelist. He wants a new guy to run shows, right, Archie?
No,
just hang on. The new Mike the Snake replacement with the puppet guy.
Honestly, I think David's idea is actually pretty good. Okay?
It already exists. It's the digital watch vault that you already registered your watches to.
Yeah, but this is interesting because this is extra because it does the crawling. Digital watch vault, you've got to do the. I understand what David does, and to be honest with you, it's not silly.
Talk to him privately because you see that David's being attacked.
Let me show you this. The reason I threw 250 because I'm trying to work out in a polite way what does this fucking thing cost? Okay.
Yeah.
And I would say this. I would put some basic money in to cover it.
Okay, Mr. Eager Beaver.
And if we find something, I would pay.
You are the worst.
Didn't we go through this last week?
You got to be the worst pitch man, Mr. Eager Beaver. Here's how.
Who owns the watches now, Archie? You or the insurance company?
I do.
What about the insurance company? Didn't they pay you out?
No, hang on. Back the truck up. The watches were not paid out because they paid me $5,000 for jewelry and watches. The watches, I received nothing, and technically, I legally own them still. Okay,
David, this is
like the insurance company say they paid you out.
Everyone's jumping everywhere. Ask me one question at a time.
The insurance company will argue that they paid you out for the watches.
The insurance company, please. You haven't seen the contract. I went to a lawyer to clarify my legal position. They have no client. They want to be informed if any watches do come up.
I bet they do.
But they have not paid me a cent for the watches. They paid me for some jewelry pieces. I had to nominate what pieces were covered by the $5,000. So I said, okay, I'm going to ignore all the watches. I'm going to make it some Cartier jewelry. So technically, they never paid me a cent for any of the watches. So technically, if they were found, they are 100% mine, and I don't need to pay the insurance company one brass razoo.
Right.
Okay.
So if that's the case, David, can you provide this service?
Oh my God! What a waste of fucking talent that would be.
Can I show you?
You can do it. You can do other things as well, Curly. It's just.
Can I show you
I don't think, I'll be honest with you, I think the problem is where this whole system falls down, I'll tell you exactly. I would even be prepared to pay David to fucking do the searches and keep an eye out for the stuff if it comes.
So in other words, you don't want to do anything except throw money at him. Why don't you just stop being an eager beaver? Let's do some collabs.
I don't think this is.
We help David, he helps us, and then maybe
I honestly don't think it's as easy as he says.
Can I show you
that story about
how would you even know? How would you even know, Archie? He could tell you he could do it tomorrow.
That
how would you even
story
know?
was impressive.
And what does it matter? Your watches are gone.
I don't think it's as easy as he thinks it is. Okay, I don't believe that. Okay,
but he did it before. He did it with with the police.
That's a different thing. It's a completely different thing. That's no proof that it's going to work for this system.
David, if you were to do this, can you do this while you're live streaming? Is it entertaining while you do this? Is there any entertainment value in in building this whatever the fuck website or search engine or whatever the fuck? Is it entertaining? No.
My head. I am late to the party with this, and I can pinpoint the very day when I even found out about ArchieLuxury. I can show you. It's my phone. I haven't programmed this or anything.
Yeah, I'm not a we don't care about that, David. We don't care.
There's my very first finding out about ArchieLuxury, and you can see my comment.
You see, hey, David,
okay.
you see.
Do you want the date?
No, David. If it mattered, what smart people would do is they would have pulled up your stream where the stream that was the tragedy of ArchieLuxury. We would play it, and you would comment on it with Archie. But believe me, Archie doesn't give a flying fuck. He needs talent. He needs a panelist. He needs somebody to run some shows. You have all that it takes with a little work. I mean, look at there was a guy named the Professor. Everybody thought he was boring until he came out in the dungeon, and we got his untapped resources.
This guy, Curly, this guy undermines digital.
No, this guy is a perfect.
This guy is.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't undermine it. It's a different system completely.
Archie, he could be the David Attenborough of the Archieverse. Are you
You're
kidding
blowing
me?
smoke right up the arse before you even fucking see what his talent's like. Give him a chance.
Scottish.
What are you talking about? Me and what do
You're
you
blowing
think? Me and
smoke like he's a
Tanzila.
fucking trombone at the moment, man. Let's go.
Well, yeah, because what do you want me to do? Flip my glasses upside down and go
right up the arse, Colin. You might hit his fucking tonsils on the way in. Fuck me, Dad.
Make Digger a fucking regular on the fucking.
Fuck me, Dad, Coles.
You're just jealous of a fellow
You've been paid in a
Scotsman.
moment by the cunt.
Start a dungeon and pass out in a half hour. Start a dungeon and pass
David,
out in a half hour.
David, steal the dungeon off Mental.
Steal it! Take it!
No.
right.
Angelic, this man and you, this is your new This is your new partner. This is the anti-narc. You understand?
He looks at me with disdain.
I get it.
No, he doesn't because you got the fucking bullhorn over here up there fucking yakking away. Yeah. This guy is high intellect. This guy is perfect for you. And he doesn't put people to sleep like crappie. Unfortunately, see, we've been doing talent searches, and this is how David came across. He's got 11,000 subscribers. He's got what it takes. David has to, unfortunately, David has to endure the knuckle dragging that goes on these panels. But no, not with Angelic. Now, we have this show next week. Do you know anything about JFK, David? The JFK
absolutely, yeah. It's a favorite.
Yes! Perfect. Angelic, you got it? You see, Angelic, are you feeling the vibe? Do you know what I'm talking about?
We actually had a conversation on the live stream the other day about top places we would visit in the world, and Elm Street is my #1 place that I'd like to visit.
Archie, do you understand? Do you want Angelic to do regular dungeons?
Hey, he'd be fantastic.
Okay, do you understand that David is exactly the fit that he needs? And David, if you need panelists and you need some traction on your show, we will be more than happy to help you out. That's how we work. One hand washes the other. There's no having to throw money at anybody. This is a suspicious bunch. And because, look at Archie. He doesn't even pay attention to his own show. And look at the super chat.
He didn't even show the watch.
Yeah.
Hey, Archie, can I ask you something?
Sure.
2 people that are on this panel send your son 2 watches.
Yes.
Now, I was eating dinner, but then I went back, I watched it. I didn't have any intentions in jumping on, but I mean, David, actually, he's unintimidated, which I respect immensely. So this man has untapped talent. He is a perfect fit for Angelic. We already know what's going on. David, you're more than invited. We have a spectacular next Saturday. I don't know how your time frame goes. We have a JFK dedicated show that Angelic is going to be heading up on the dungeon. Feel it out. No commitment necessary. This was what you went into a bit of a piranha tank tonight, and I think you survived. There's no mention. Don't mention money again, Archie. Just let David feel his way through. He will wash your hand. We will wash his hand. Any help he needs on his channel, his couple of videos that he made about you speak for themselves. If you're interested, you can watch them. David was just giving his opinion on your story.
I know. That's exactly right there.
There was no maliciousness in it at all.
Let me grab these super chats. Golden Babber, $2. David, how fast can you suck yourself into completion? Russ, Rachel, Brady, $5. Makala, your beautiful smile and teeth plus your nose hair is so beautiful. I'd love to have children together. We've got Golden Babber, $2. The only thing David is missing is an opinion. And Mookie, $5. Archie, if it was a good idea, he could be pitching DWV,
Digital Watch Vault,
argument their system, not building a one-off. Focus on talent, not the web wild goose chase.
Exactly. We're doing YouTube here. YouTube. David is interested in YouTube. He's got 11,000 subs. Archie has, David, just so you know, Archie has 3 channels. One channel's got 69,000 subscribers. This one's got
70, over 70.
This one's got 10,000. How about Paul Pluto channel?
That's got about 30.
That's got about 30. And the channel that we're going to do the JFK show on, that hopefully you'll honor us with your presence, that Angelica is going to run, has got 110,000 subscribers. We are trying to raise our intellectual profile on these streams, and Angelic is the leader of that. And you know what? I think that you would make a perfect fit for him. And if there's anything that we could do to spice up, this is what we do. This is my job. I'm a spice.
He's got red hair. He's got red hair.
I spice things up. So anything we could do to spice you up, if you do panels, I don't know. Do you use StreamYard to stream, David?
What's Tommy going to think?
No, I've only just heard about it. I've heard it's good though. Maybe I should get it.
It's easy. I don't know about good. What's really good is Jesus Christ, Prism, because Prism has actually AI that pulls up your chats and reads your super chats for you. It'd be good for Marcelo, but Marcelo, he's a disaster.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
I appreciate you saying that. Thank you.
No, I hope that your impression wasn't that you were under attack. This is just normal here. Everybody's
under attack. He's a Glaswegian. He's fine. He's sat there fucking on that.
He's a tough one. I like a ranger. I believe in the ranger.
He's unintimidated, which I respect.
He's a Glaswegian. All you have to know he's a Glaswegian. That's as simple as that.
I would want to go up against David. I reckon he knows how to do that. How do you do that boxing? That old
the Pillsbury rules, is it?
Yeah, that stuff.
And then you know what, David? What Archie could use a little help with is a little infrastructure help with his show, with setting stuff up, show titles, thumbnails, things like that. Little easy things.
Well, again, I'm late to the party, and forgive me, but there is one thing I've always wondered. Like, how come, Archie, you don't start your own watch brand or something? Surely that must have been tempting.
Well, he did.
Look, the reason is, is because I don't want to promote fucking garbage. It cheapens the brand. It cheapens.
No. What was those watches that you had? Those watches.
Me?
No. Archie, what were the watches that you had?
Those were the gifts. One was from Marcelo, and one was from.
Yeah. Can we see him again? Can you hold him up and say a big thank you?
Angelica.
Well, I'm actually going to be doing a special show.
Oh, beautiful. You're a dedicated show. Beautiful. I wanted to hear that. Excellent.
Sorry.
But Archie, didn't you have your own brand of watches? Didn't somebody make dials up with what were those watches? Angelic, remind me, what were those watches?
There was a one-off dial, I remember. Archie.
Yeah, look. I'll be honest with you. The reason I don't want to do that, okay? I want to be pure and free. When
Archie had his own coffee. He had his own coffee.
When I've commercialized trying to sell things, it's backfired badly. I cheapened my brand, okay?
Yeah, it seems like you're doing well anyway. I don't think you need a new business model. It looks
He has
to me
employees.
like good,
He has employees. David, he has employees.
There you go.
Baby.
Yeah, they're more like cult slavist. But
Yeah.
Shut up, Colin.
Okay,
You have
well,
to do
great. All is
paperwork.
well.
So, David, I only have one question for you. I just in an honest opinion. I mean, Tanzil is a good talent scout. We were in your chat, myself and Mookie. So I want just an honest answer. Just be very honest. What was your first impression about being invited here? Actually having the courage to come here, not knowing what you were going to expect. You had a great start with Archie, and then you kind of came under attack. What do you think?
Of what exactly? This whole experience?
Yeah.
Jealousy.
I think that if there's one thing I've learned on YouTube, it's that if you're honest, you'll be okay. And if you're honest and even vulnerable, you'll be okay, So as long as I might think, I won't watch this back, but I may think I should have said that, I should have said that, I should have said that. I'm sure I would. But as long as I'm honest and I conduct myself in an honest manner, then everything's going to be okay. So that's why when I'm having these little attacks and all of that, I'm okay with it. Because all I have to do is be honest. And somebody once said, the arc of the universe is long, but it bends towards truth. So when I have people on saying,
that was a bit of Masters coming
here?
That was a bit of Masters.
Myself honestly, and it's fine,
That was
You
nice.
see what I,
Can you say that
hey,
again?
angelic.
That
You
was
see what I
good.
mean?
Can you- yeah, I know. Say that again. The arc of the universe, please.
He
The
just
arc
wants
of
you
the
to repeat.
universe is long, but it bends towards truth.
You
Yeah.
belong here, David. Archie.
So all
Archie,
you have to
listen
do,
that.
just take for example, somebody said on a live stream the other day, "How, where'd you get that suit from?" And I said 15 quid. It was from a Matalan clearance store. And the moment
15
you
quid
do
is
that,
15
it's
pounds.
over. You see?
You know what I like, David? That you're authentic on your channel, and then you came here and you're authentic here.
Thank
And
you.
that's
those
hard to
blue
do.
eyes,
That's hard to
right.
do in this. That's hard to do.
Well,
in the
you cannot
Archieverse.
lose, you know?
You can't.
Really and truly.
Hey, Angelic, tell me that you don't have goosebumps.
I'm just.
All right, I want you. Got to be honest.
Goosebumps.
I'm a little bit wet.
Angelic, be honest with me. Be 100%
A little bit
honest
wet.
with me. You lost a little bit of confidence because you thought you lost your little fucking stuttering cunt wingman, didn't you?
No. I'm just.
No, Angelic, you haven't taken the bull by the horn. You haven't taken the bull by the horns.
No, because I want a nice year this year. I said to Mrs. Angelic, I want a very calm year. I've got things that I want to have good time on the Archieverse. I don't want to be the drama maker.
Okay, exactly.
But I will be if I need to be.
No, because it's not you. It's not you.
No, it's not really.
It's not you. Okay, now you tell me when you heard David up here coming under attack, he held his cool. He used his intellect. Okay. Hey, I think he's proven his education because I haven't heard one swear word coming from this man's mouth. Not one. He actually used calm intellect. Okay. He used calm intellect to battle the fucking piranhas. And I respect that. And yes. I told myself while I was finishing dinner, I actually, I don't like working on Sundays and I don't consider this work, but I said, this is Angelic's wingman. This guy in Angelic can take the dungeon to a whole new level of intellect. And that's, Angelic, if you could ever repay anything for me, and I never want repayment, but I'm going to ask you a favor. Yes, give this man a chance, you and him, even if it's 1 or 2 times a week.
It would be my honor.
Do a different type of dungeon. Do the dungeon. Wrap yourself around what you enjoy. And I know that David will go along with it. And David and you would make a great partnership. And like I said, David, if there's anything that we could do to help you out on your channel, we're more than welcome to do it.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. And, if there's anything I can do for you, I'll be glad to,
And let's not forget. Let's not forget.
$2. We love Davids. We love Davids.
We do because he's authentic. Yes. You cannot beat authentic, and especially he's got a thick skin. That's what I like. Now, Marcelo, I got a question for you.
Yes.
Okay. When Golden Baba came up here and did his narc light fucking routine or attempted to do it, okay, and you consistently, tried to cut him off. Yes. A lot of people were saying you were being a white knight for David, which he doesn't need because he's more than capable of battling with his intellect.
Redheads, they're quiet, but my God, the fire in the belly, Curly.
I know you got goosebumps, Andrew. I know you can't wait.
Oh, you fuck off with your goosebump bullshit.
But let me ask you, hey, Marcelo, let me ask you something.
Mental, I heard Charles Rene McIntosh. I believe in you, Mental, as well. All right.
So let me ask you this, Marcelo.
You fucking weirdo.
Yes.
Is it because you want David to come on your channel and read your super chats for you?
Actually, I didn't thought about that. I just thought about that in the past used to be 7 individuals that we know that got bullied and attacked and they never came no more. And I didn't know how sensitive or how strong David is. And I just wanted him to, if that was his first appearance in Archieverse, I wanted that to be more exaggerate and maybe, to start to be.
What the fuck is that mean?
Yeah,
you're trying to be an intellect now.
No, to come in.
Let David.
I really appreciate that, and I thank you so much, and I'm grateful. But just to say, from my own perspective, and I thought about this, like, what's the worst thing that could happen to me coming on here right now, what would be the absolute worst thing?
Get Curly as a sub to your channel.
No, the worst thing is they never
Oh,
come
you're
back.
already a sub. You're already a sub, Curly.
Okay.
Sorry.
The worst thing is probably, let's say I end up in a highlight reel of Archie explodes, right? Just say for argument's sake.
Yeah.
Or let's say somebody says, I'm going to beat you up, or somebody says, you're the worst thing ever, right? Let's just imagine something like that happens. The question is, who looks the worst?
Look at those eyes. Curly. Look at that stare into the camera. This guy's got it.
Archie, now it's
He's got it.
You know what I'm saying, though? No, thankfully, nothing like that has happened. Everything's beautiful.
What you become on YouTube? What's going on?
You know, Curly's right. You've hung in an IT because
wrong.
you
You
keep
was
flogging
right.
it. Hang on, I've worked it out. I've worked out, David.
Every night.
David, you're a great salesman. You can hang in IT in the old world and look at the camera. Look at the camera. That's all you got to do is look at the camera and you'll survive in IT. But Curly has offered you something wider, something that's about you, not just about what you know, but about you. This is the genius of Curly.
The problem is
Super chat. We have you Patel Philly $5. David, yesterday you thought it was the ArchieLuxury channel. Welcome to the Archieverse.
That's right,
Archieverse.
So I mean, all I want to say is this, David. The data skills and all that stuff. The problem was, as soon as money was mentioned, you saw that the feeding frenzy began. So, and it had nothing to do with you. Archie brought that up. That is not what we need. We need your authenticity. We need talent. We need people that are not afraid to go on a panel, run a show, be a co-host with Angelic.
There was a psychic war. Did you see
and
that?
The only thing we could do, David, the only thing we could do is we could offer the same for you if that's what you'd like to do. That's it. There's nothing. Of course. It doesn't get any simpler. You're more than we'll be more than happy to drop your link. We'll promo your channel. You'll gain audience members, and especially Angelic here is beloved in the Archieverse. Even though he's been abused unfairly.
Sorry, Danny. Sorry, Danny. Sorry.
And just to be clear, I don't think there's anything wrong with selling. I think it makes the lights go on at night. But if I was going to sell, I'd be selling. I'm not planning on. I mean, do you think I'm going to say, okay, I'll negotiate them from 250 up to 25?
It's something you do in private. Exactly. It's bad business.
It was never on the cards, you know.
Exactly.
All I was doing really was offering
entertaining
an
Archie
alternative perspective. And as somebody who's new to all of this, and I know I've arrived at the party late, but
look at this. Look at TW. Look at
so
Curly. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Curly don't get it. Hey, TW.
Carry on, David. Carry on.
TW, you think I don't get it?
David.
Hey, did I get it? Did I get? Hey, TW, did I get it? When everybody on the panel, your first appearance, when did you bump?
Continue. Fuck's sake. Who cares what TW says? Continue, David.
I'm pretty much done.
Hey, mate.
Yeah, thanks.
You've only just begun. The immortal words of
Karen Carpenter.
That's right.
So, Angelic, I would enjoy a couple of minutes of you and David conversing about the JFK show future. Let's talk about future.
I'm just a little worried that the chat's angry that Danny didn't sing. So, Danny, if you want to take the floor when you're ready, I do apologize.
No time to explain. Archie, will you read your super chats again? Because you never read them. Is it because you come from Oxley State High? You're such a lovely-looking man. We'll do everything we can. Archie, pay attention to your live stream.
Archie.
Hey guys, that's the show for today.
No, hang on a second, Archie. Hang on a second. All right, listen, chat. You've seen David endure almost 3 hours, okay? Now, super chat wise, let's get the last super chats of the night. Who wants to see David co-host with Angelic, JFK assassination conspiracy show on the dungeon after Archie's Saturday. This is going to be Saturday night next week after Archie's show. Let's show David a little sign of support. $2 super chats by everybody who agrees that he should be co-hosting with Angelic Saturday. And the panel is we're going to have a star-studded panel.
Well, hang on. Wait. Co-hosting. What about the other ranger?
What ranger?
That red guy.
No, I was just going to say, you're going to have a star-studded panel. You're going to have
two redheads on one panel.
You're going to have the COO. You're going to have Doc. You're going to have Lux. I'll help as an admin. I'm going to be in the background. So, I mean, here we go. Here comes our first super chat of support. Hey, listen, it can't always be CEO that pulls the wagon, boys. Come on, let's get the last super chats in. $2. $2. Do we have approval? Do we have the chat's approval? We still got 145 people here.
Patel Philippe, $5. David, you're welcome here anytime. That's Patel Philippe.
Thank you.
Ginger Ninja. Come on. Yeah, there you go, Dave.
Hey, look, it's really simple. It's either the JFK next Saturday or you get Marcelo. Money talks, and the bullshit walks.
It's cold outside.
Pull a plug anytime you want, Arch.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Wait a minute.
You got another super chat there, Arch.
Super chat, Golden Barber, $2. David, come back, fuckface.
Thank you, Golden Barber. There you go. Wait a minute, Mr. Nelson Oliveira.
Nelson.
David, you won.
Look at that. Look at the facial expression on David already changing. Look at that. Vote of confidence, boys. Vote of confidence.
Well done, David.
Look at John Wick. John Wick is he's one of the intellectuals here in the peanut gallery. Curly wedges himself on the stream when it wasn't wrong. Blah, 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 blah. Come on. John Wick, the first time you came on the panel, you were sitting on a fucking toilet with a fucking neck pillow, so you're not very impressive yourself either. Mr. Zeppi. Zeppi, $5. David, welcome to the Asylumites. It's a blast.
Oh, fuck me, dude.
There you go, David. Overwhelming support. David, thank you for enduring the peanut gallery, and I really can't wait till next week. And listen, there you go. Here's your guys. Here's David's channel. Thank you, Blondie. Here's David's channel. Please let's sub to it. I know that we had a blast today, Tanzil and Mookie and myself and Danny. You know what? Like I said, David is dry, but look. With a little spice.
We did a great show. It was a fun show today.
Fantastic. Hey, Archie, the thing about David...
I want to go through and thank everyone who super chatted today because it was hard for me to do that when I was overseas. Patel Philippe, always a good supporter. Phoenician Cedar, Apes. I've added you to the WhatsApp group. You're now a member of the ArchieLuxury WhatsApp group. Phoenician Cedar, Patel Philippe, P. Clan, Phoenician Cedar, Patel Philippe, Caruso IT. By the way, you can join the ArchieLuxury WhatsApp group, $30 US, PayPal, ArchieLuxury72@gmail.com. Don't join if you don't like pussy. SD43, Thomas Burnett, Apes, Stud Muffin, Apes. We got P. Clan, Patel Philippe, Mobster, Blondie, Patel Philippe, Pasta, Apes, Dirk Diggler, Thomas Burnett, Stud Muffin, Nelson Oliveira, Patel Philippe, Golden Barber, Patel Philippe, Ken Fresno, Patel Philippe, Golden Barber, Apes, Patel Philippe, Golden Barber, Mookie, Patel Philippe, Apes, Phoenician Cedar, Golden Barber, Ross Rachel Brady, Golden Barber, Mookie, Golden Barber, Patel Philippe, Golden Barber, Nelson Oliveira, Zeppi, $5. David, welcome to the Asylumites. It's a blast. Okay, guys, that's the show.
David, did you see that money roll in? Did you see it roll in?
It's not done yet. It's not done yet.
Not finished. See David, smile.
$2. David, did you have fun?
Yeah, it was great. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it, and thanks to everyone
David,
for making me welcome.
Everything aside, it was great to have you on, man. You're a great guy, smart guy. Don't put yourself down. You're a clever guy and very talented guy. 47, I think, is the prime of a man's
David,
life.
when do you stream? What times and what days do you stream, please?
Usually on a Saturday afternoon. I do a public live stream UK time.
Okay, so once a week?
Yeah, usually every week. I actually stream every day. I have a private members area on YouTube, but it's just coding you wouldn't want to watch. It's very dull.
Dry, very dry.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, that's
Does
the
your
show.
schedule? Hold on. Go ahead, Archie. If you want to bounce, go ahead. Bounce.
Sorry.
No. If you want to bounce. So one thing, David, do you have a pretty open schedule as far as this time right now?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, embarrassingly so.
Okay, fantastic. Angelic?
Very nice.
If you could do me a huge favor, this shape and mold this how you may, but you know as well as I do that this seems like to be a perfect fit. I cannot wait to see the first show. David, I hope that your first impression was good. I can't wait to see you on your stream on next Saturday. Thank you for coming. Thank you for enduring. And you know what? Only thing that anybody could ever ask is for a person to be authentic. And I think you came off fantastic. I hope you feel the same way about some of us.
Of course.
All right, guys. Thank you very much. And we're going to be going over to JJ's. Oh, and David, does your channel accept links? Do you know what that is?
Links to other websites?
No, links to other channels. See, like right now when we end the show with 140 people, this audience is going to be linked to another show that is in the Archieverse. So this audience automatically. Well, that's something that that Tanzil is gonna speak to you about.
Yeah, that's fine. You've got my email, right?
Yeah, like I said, Tanzil is a one hand washes the other kind of guy. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah. Just send me an email.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it, David.
Okay,
thank you for your patience and thank you for being authentic. Hey guys, we're gonna go over to JJ's show and let's see. Angelic.
Yeah.
What shall we end with? Give me a clip to end with.
TW.
The cartoon T-dubs?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
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 Hey, David, just so you know, this gentleman here that is the main character of this clip we're about to play, he was in your shoes a little less than 14 months ago. Nobody liked him. Everybody wanted him off. They thought he was a grifter. And he's a superstar. So much that guy, Mookie, that was in your channel earlier, he made this for him.
Hey, we got T-Dubs, the Gonzo streaming legend, here to save the stream. Let's fucking go, T-Dubs. Take your shirt off, lick your nipple.
Which TW do we get tonight?
Hey, Curly, I'm off my meds. Fuck is your problem?
You know, TW is banned from Archie's channel. Do you know that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know that, yeah.
Do you know why he's banned?
No.
You've had guts ripped out?
No.
Hey, Curly.
Do you have an email, TW?
No. You got a problem with the Irish? What's the problem with the Irish, mate?
You're a rat.
I'm a fucking Irish. Capiche? Don't disrespect the Irish.
You're a rat. I had to go to the bathroom.
Calm down, man. You've never been to Belfast, so you don't know what you're fucking talking about, all right? It's okay. Sorry, Nick. I'm sitting at my fucking father's table, the money table. All right? You want to see it?
No.
Oh, shit. We stopped the show to talk to you.
You don't feel the pain I'm going through?
Well, you're genetically flawed, aren't you?
Yeah. Okay, man. Genetically flawed.
So, TW, do you see the private chat button?
No. Let's get fucking real. Let's be men. I've got more class than you fucks in my ass.
Do you know why he's banned?
Nah.
It's not dark trolling, it's heavy trolling.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
That's it. That's it.
Low blood sugar or hammy, bronchitis, dry socket.
I want some bourbon. I want some bourbon.
New York, where you from?
My father sold flowers.
Ah, you're a Scotsman, mate. Hey, my grandfather was a Scotsman.
My grandmother was Irish. Worked his ass off. Thousands of dollars have been on this table, and I can show you the dents from it. He takes it up the fucking ass.
Right.
Author. I don't want to make you feel bad, Curly. Blow your fucking head off.
Jesus Christ.
What the fuck?
Did I come on too strong?
You're telling us as a man that you're not trolling.
Nah. Sorry, guys. Life's a bitch until you die. Capiche? I don't know whether my sons are dead or alive.